Alright, so because I just happen to be streaming me time, I'm going to watch a video on the side. So if you hear, if you know who Papa Meat is, he's in the background while I fucking build this shit. I'm looking at a layout that I'm kind of tweaking. Adjusting. Just a little bit. Just enough.
Put that on the side.
So what if a customer wants double toast? Easy. Mark the eggs and then put an additional jelly pack beside the egg to indicate the extra order of toast, like this.
That was easy. You know what? Thank God the basics came easy to me, Greg. Thank you so much. Also, at any time, if you walk in a freezer and you see a containment of alcohol, don't touch it or I'll break your fingers and I'll fire you immediately.
While most customers order 2 eggs, occasionally a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll mark the egg in the appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I have marked a single overnight breakfast.
So 1 egg indicates a ketchup pack under a Welch's. I would love to see just one of these full and a guy just being like,
I'm wondering if I can just show the video I'm watching also. How technical do I want to get here? Hold on, let's see. I don't want to. Okay. Now can I size this down? How do I fix this now? Properties. Not what I wanted. Unless I do... No, let's delete that. Let's do... No. Nope, still not what I wanted. How the fuck do I size this window? Jesus, dropping the shit on my fucking keyboard. Okay, so I was right with doing this. Okay. Okay. It's too much. Still too much. Sick. Maybe I should have the fucking title in there, so we all have context as to what I'm watching. That works. Sick. Now we can watch the video together, like a happy family. There we go. All right. Let's get this out of the way.
All right, toast with waffles. it's like a full plate of like intricate designs and shit.
In other cases, a customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs. Here's an example.
Because the mustard, it's a +1 metric in the, okay, makes sense.
If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right, you use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other like this.
I like how he said that's right. It's just someone's like, you stack the Welch's jam packs together? He's like, of course you do. See, it makes sense.
You're catching on quick.
Also, you put it in the center. You need to put it at the center of the plate to make sure that they know that it's 4, because if you put it on the bottom, that means that there's an active shooter in the Waffle House. In a small place like Waffle House, they would be like, there's an active shooter in here. The guy's like dresses it up and he's like, Karen.
One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled. So let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs.
I love Greg's smile, dude. Greg kills me with a smile. Let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs. So let's say your wife's divorcing you. You're trying to hide some of the assets so you don't have to pay as much in alimony. Well, how would you mark that down so she can't hear you while you're talking with your lawyer? Let's grab 2 packs of ketchup and a bottle of Tabasco sauce and figure it out. Let's assume your wife's been cheating on you for several months, and you want to hire a hitman to come and basically snuff her out. If you're paranoid and believe that your phones are tapped and your wife is trying to catch you in one of these misdoings, go ahead and open up your window and put 4 cans of baked beans on the ledge. Then you're going to put a small bottle of Gorilla Glue to indicate that the time is ready to stick to the plan. The bounty hunter's outside like, okay, he put the 4th can of baked beans. Let's go.
It is important to remember that the customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg. To make this a triple scrambled cheese, you add the mustard pack below the jelly pack to make it a triple, and add a 3rd slice of cheese.
Add the 3rd slice of cheese because there's 3 eggs now. Okay, it's making sense.
You also want to tear off a small corner of the cheese and place it on the top of the marker to help you remember that it comes with cheese.
Tear off a corner of the cheese. There's 3 slices of cheese on the plate. Are people just going to be like,
Daisy,
why
what's
did I
up,
put the
Louis?
cheese on here? remove a corner of the plate and put it on top. Why? What for? Greg, there's 3 slices of cheese on the plate already.
Wait, are they implying that the cheese on the plate already means there's not gonna be cheese?
No, because he said that the cheese already the amount of cheese should correlate with how many eggs it's ordered.
The customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg.
So if you had 2 eggs, no matter what, you're gonna get 2 slices of cheese, whatever. You put the grape pack on top of the mustard, which indicates 3 eggs. So you have 3 slices of cheese. Why would you need to cut off the corner, Greg? I mean, how fucking dumb are the people that he thinks like? You probably
This is just hanging out with me if I wasn't streaming.
Cheese are even here.
This is what I'm doing.
Go ahead and just tear off the corner and put it on top of the Welch's grape.
And include an upside
I just want you to know,
down
I have
pack
never
to
streamed The
indicate
Sims,
light. And
so this
remember
is a
to
very
remove the marker
sacred.
before you take the plate to the customer.
We used to leave the mayo packs
Like,
on it just for shits and giggles.
I don't do this.
Put one over on the customers, but some guy ended up getting stabbed 3 times in his face. So we'd like to make sure and remind people, take the mayo pack off, or you could be deader than a doorknob. But now that you know how to read and call out orders here, we need to make sure that you understand how to safely prep food at Waffle House, which I'm very intrigued to see because I have seen
Materials?
some
What is that
heinous
game?
shit at Waffle Houses. I've seen someone take out a hose and spray the floor and kick the food scraps on the floor underneath the ovens. I've seen that with my eyes. So I'm very curious what Waffle House corporate has in store for us here. The 4 cornerstones of food safety.
Hi, I'm Brian Litteral. And I'm Carl Smith, and we want to welcome you to the 4 cornerstones of food safety. Did you know over 9 million people a year are sickened by the foodborne illness?
That's a great way to start it there, buddy. Hi, welcome to our food safety video. Did you know 9 million people a year get sick from eating food? Probably our food, but we like to try to skirt that number. There's like a transition out.
But as many as 55,000 people every
What's
year
up, Doug?
require hospitalization.
There's no quest
because
and
of
shit. The
foodborne
game is
illness.
pretty much
I
evolves
should've
around a
been
player-run
hospitalized
economy.
that time,
I
At
don't think I
Chipotle,
play that.
I was out for a week. I think it was probably longer. I was shitting so much. Oh, it was the worst, man. My asshole was so chapped. Anytime I tried to sit down, it was like painful. Bloody shit. Oh, it was the worst. And I've gone Chipotle since then, too. When will I learn? When will I don't know. I don't know when I'll learn.
And over 1,000 people die each year.
Over 1,000 people a year die of foodborne illnesses. What if I would have died from Chipotle, dude?
That would be insane, and I would make a video on my channel.
My boss died from being food poisoned.
To protect the Waffle House brand, to help ensure that our customers have a great Waffle House experience, and because it's the right thing to do, we take food safety very seriously.
Feels like Brian is going to cry off the side here. He's like... Brian's getting flashbacks to people like throwing up and like having heart attacks at his restaurant. He's like... Take
So if you die in a
very
PvP
seriously,
feud
sure.
zone, you lose your
Honestly, how
shit
many
in the
times
best
a day
stuff in
do you
the
think at a Waffle House someone like
Ah.
drops something on the floor and they like look around and they like, put it back
gotcha.
on the plate?
Yeah. Oop, drop my cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I was tearing off a slice at the corner of the top and it fell on the floor, but 5-second rule.
Just like a house has a foundation with 4 corners, our Waffle House way of service and production is also built on the 4 corners of food safety. Good personal hygiene,
Yeah, you must bathe.
You gotta bathe and be sure to wash your hands. And if you do end up smoking meth or crack, wash your hands when you come back, please.
controlling time and temperature, preventing cross-contamination, and cleaning and sanitizing.
I went to a Waffle House one time. I remember it was like right after we got done eating and we were like chatting. This is probably back when I was like 21 or something. We were all laughing and you're like, oh, you know, whatever. And then we noticed the guy at the grill was like, it was really busy in there. It was like probably like 11 at night. Not a lot of people working. And the guy working the grill was like going really fast. He was sweating profusely. And we noticed that his sweat was like dripping all over the shit. He was like flinging the stuff. I mean, like the sweat was going down the hash browns and stuff. And we all just like went outside and my friend was like, whoa! And like ran us off the club.
That was me at Papa Murphy's. I was gonna come down on acid, and I was still a little high, but I was just sweating over the pizzas. I was training new hires.
Ew. Did you still wrap them up and sell them?
Yeah.
Ew, you sick Good God.
For women who prefer the Waffle House headscarf, or for those who prefer the visor, a hairnet must be
You
worn
built
underneath.
this?
Men with
So-
short hair can also wear.
This was... it's not gonna show on the map, but this was originally like a little 2-story house that I have made wider, and so like you see that this is what the original size was. So it was like it was like, I think it was 30 by 40. No, that's the plot. The plot is 30 by 40. The house itself was like a nice like 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So now I'm making it large. Large and in charge. So that's what we're fixing up now. So that's why you see, like, this was the original floor size. Stretched out and made a deck. All of this, like, inner walls and stuff is being built. So yeah. I want to change this. I might leave this. I'll leave this. I'll leave it. That seems like an okay color. I might change it later. We'll see. What's up, Steel?
Wear the traditional Waffle House paper hat.
I'm just hanging
I've never
out.
seen anyone wear a hairnet at a Waffle House ever.
There's a video of Waffle House employees like cleaning their hair in like a pot that they cook in.
And she was washing her hair in it?
Yeah, and like, well, a guy noticed because he's like, his friend started gagging and he pulled out like a long string of hair.
This table isn't ready yet to seat the next customers. It has to be sanitized.
The amount of times I've sat at a dirty table at Waffle House because they just haven't come and gotten the plates have always been funny. Like, let me clear that out for you. And they like grab the shit and they just like wipe it once, like, what do you want? Can I get a Sprite? Yeah. Walk off. I'm like, we're in for a beautiful ride, aren't we?
I hope you've enjoyed our presentation on the 4 cornerstones of food safety. Food safety is an important part of a great customer experience.
Listen, I've never worked at a Waffle House, but I can tell you that I have not seen any of those displays. It seems like it's a little grody, if I'm being honest. We know how to receive orders. We know how to cook them safely and cleanly. Now, let's prepare ourselves to deal with the clientele that comes in. You know, you're not going to get the most favorable clientele, but you have to deal with them anyways. Oh, this music right here is so sick.
Well, House needs to be a stationary fighting game. It dies.
This makes Waffle House feel like a very magical place. Also, the older aesthetic, like back then, and like a VHS kind of feel, fits way better than all these.
Yo, we need to watch the fucking Wendy's video. I watched earlier, but I'm so down to watch it again after this.
Hello and welcome to Waffle House, and welcome to the position we call the door core.
It's so crazy to me that, like, instead of just being like, as a manager, you have to orientate
What?
people. They're like, just play the fucking video. Have them sit down and play the video. They'll be fine. You're just like sitting in the back.
What is a Wendy's video?
Welcome to the door core.
If you're energetic, a team player.
So this
who's
is the
best
Waffle
at that
House
ball,
training
you'll think on
videos that they
your feet.
have.
In all your life, people
They have a
always
Wendy's
say that you're
version.
the friendliest person they've ever met, and that you really know how to make people feel at home. Then you're our kind of person.
What if there's a guy who's like, no one has ever said that to me? Also, I'm supposed to think on my feet. Am I answering a door and saying hello to people? Goodbye. Hello. Oh, which one was it? Sit anywhere you like. Oh, God.
Being a team member in a door corps is more than just a smile and a quick hello. As you'll see in this video, you have to be a juggler, a smooth talker, an Olympic sprinter, and an entertainer.
There's like a one-leg disabled guy. He's like, I don't think I have what it takes to fill this position.
I think a professional appearance is vital at the door. I'm talking about neat, clean, well-groomed, enthusiastic, great attitude. After all, I am the first impression of Waffle House a customer gets.
They had to have gotten rid of this position. I have never been into a Waffle House where someone is like, that's their job, is to be like, oh, come on in. Never seen that.
Hello, welcome to Waffle House. How are y'all doing today? Fine, good, good. It'll be just a minute before your table's ready. So why don't you help yourself to a cup of coffee over at the coffee bar?
Thank you.
Because like behind him, there's a sea of open tables. Your table's not ready yet. Why don't you go ahead? And
I'm
help
gonna put an
yourself to
epic
some coffee
esports
over the
screen room
coffee
in this
bar.
house.
Nah, just stand. I don't want any.
Can you
coffee.
imagine? It's like in the
All right, well,
basement.
no one's ever neglected.
Just a whole fucking place for like LAN parties.
Okay, well, no one's ever not gotten coffee before the coffee bar. Could I interest you in the back? Oh, nah,
what did
just
he
stand.
say?
I don't. Because like behind him, there's a sea of open tables. Your table's not ready yet. Why don't you go ahead and help yourself to some coffee over the coffee bar? I'd be like, nah, just stand. I don't want any coffee. All right, well, no one's ever neglected the coffee bar. Okay, well, no one's ever not gotten coffee before the coffee bar. Could I interest you in the bathroom? Sir, do you have to relieve yourself? What? No, I just want to have breakfast. Okay, well, that table isn't quite ready yet, so this is my space, and I can't have you standing here, so I'm going to have to really encourage you to sit down at the coffee bar.
Somebody told me when I first started to think of Waffle House like I would my home. That helped a lot because I pride myself on being a good host.
I pride myself on being a good host. My cousin sells crack cocaine out of the back of our house, and it is what we like to know as a drug den. I used to be what they called a coke mule, where I would put drugs inside of me and have to cross the border.
And I wouldn't dream of friends dropping in, even for a few minutes, without having them sit a bit, offering them something to drink, and something good to eat.
This is so Southern coded. I was just like, it's just that good old boy hospitality. I wouldn't dare have someone come into my house without offering to sit down, pouring them a drink, maybe lighting them a cigarette, and then talking politics, immediately talking politics.
Excuse me, here comes another customer. Hello, welcome to Waffle House.
So funny. Excuse me a second. Here comes another customer. Welcome to Waffle. The guy just comes with a gun and shoots me 3 times.
Hello, welcome to Waffle House.
Oh! The people at the coffee bar are screaming in horror. The guy puts 4 bags of Welch's grape jam on his plate. Everyone who works there is illiterate and a mute, and no one can talk to each other. So people are throwing slices of cheese on plates. The guy's like, give me everything out of the register. Puts a mayo pack. He puts a mayo pack and a piece of Texas toast on the cash register. The guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna kill you. They need to have a training video on how to, if there's an armed robbery. These poor bastards only know how to communicate scrambled eggs and fucking steak. They're gonna be so when someone comes in. So let's say somebody comes in with a 12-gauge shotgun.
It'll be just a minute before your table's ready, so if you'd like a cup of coffee, help yourself over at the coffee bar. Thank you.
Hey, Brad, we're really gonna have to have you stop sending people to the coffee bar, okay? Because we only have regular black coffee and decaf. When there's 20 people over there and only 3 of them want coffee, it makes it very congested. He's like, Stephanie, I'm gonna do my job the way that I was taught to do it, and you need to focus on yourself. So why don't you and the other illiterates start stacking cheese and grape packs, and you let me do me. I had the idea of like someone also just standing there all day and like they open the door for you. I understand that it's like, once again, it's hospitality. It's like, hey, come on in. But to me, I'm like, I don't want to be pressured immediately. I just want to like, I almost prefer when I walk into a place and they're like, hey, just take a seat wherever you want. I prefer that. I don't like the idea of a guy forcing me to go to the coffee bar. Because I'm a sheep too. So the guy's like, we're not ready for you yet. And you will have a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. I'm not even a big coffee guy, but I'd probably be like, oh, okay. I just sit down. I guess, can I have a coffee? God, all these fits are great too, dude. This is definitely a 90s video. It has to be.
It's your job to convince each and every customer that it's a short wait, maybe just a cup of coffee away, and speed up the whole process by having them know what item on the menu they want by the time they're seated.
Like how the coffee bar is them sitting in 2 small chairs by the window. So go ahead and sit over here awkwardly and look at our menu. It's like, what else do they have besides scrambled eggs and bacon and toast? You're gonna really want to peruse around and navigate your way through this complex but delicious menu.
And you always have to keep your eye on that door. No matter how many customers we have, we don't want any getting away.
Always gotta keep an eye on that door. Tommy, we've been closed for 2 hours, man. We gotta leave. The chef comes around back with like a plate full of like tomatoes and cheese and stuff, and he's like, Planet of the Apes type shit. They'll talk with sign language in there.
When I've made sure that all customers are happy, I'll wipe down a table and seat that needs it, or maybe even get a table ready for busing. I'm busing. Helping each other helps keep everybody happy. Plus, it gives us the opportunity to serve more customers.
Man, I kind of yearn for these times too, where these like simple positions had such a dedicated video to it. Because now people would be like, hey, just greet people when you come in and just tell them like it's only gonna take a second. It would be that casual now, but back then they're just like, you are the glue that is holding this operation together. By the time you leave your shift, people are going to start calling you Elmer because you're the glue that holds this place together. So now you're not a greet people, but how do you know that you're not discriminating against your fellow employees? You need to have a strong work environment.
Kim, pick up. Kim, pick up. Oh my goodness.
Watching a stream, someone watching videos, someone watching videos.
Dude, it was like 1 second. Kim, pick up. Kim! Oh my god. He like starts complaining. The girl, like the woman's already walking over like, dude, I was grabbing it. Goddamn. I don't know if she can't hear me. She's ignoring me. She's a dumb bitch. I'm gonna slap her around. I'm gonna hit her. I'm gonna hit her.
I can't even look how slow she's like, oh my goodness, my hip. When's my birthday? Oh, I can't see you.
Oh, look how slow she's walking. Ah, my hip. I'm old. I'm so fucking old. Fuck you, Kim.
I wish they wouldn't talk about me like that.
The lighting they have too, it's like a somber, almost like she's dead. I wish they wouldn't talk about me like that. Well, guess what, you old rickety bitch? You're a waste of space. Just die already.
Even though I'm older than them, I can still do my job.
No, you can't. You're a waste of space. You're a waste of life, old prick. You stupid old. Just die already. You're a burden. You're a burden on your family. You know those people who, when you're like, oh, I hope they come visit me, it's a burden every time they have to do it. The kids don't want to come. All the smiles you see when they visit you, they're fake. They're all fake. Because we want to make sure that grandma feels good in her later years. Just roll over and die.
Oh, hey, man. Hey, Jenny, take a look at this. Someone like you would appreciate it.
I don't think that's funny.
Are they playing like Fiesta music in the back? I don't think it's funny. Come on, man. Well, you're Mexican. You must love this music.
Oh, come on. I thought you people had a sense of humor. Don't take it seriously. It's just a joke.
Well, you people don't have a sense of humor, dude? God. You're such a wet blanket, Diego. Jesus.
Video clips or telling jokes that make fun of a person's race or national origin is unacceptable behavior at Waffle House.
Here at Waffle House, if we find out that you make fun of anybody for their age, sex, or religion, you have to do what we call the gridiron system, where we clamp your hand in a waffle maker for 4.5 seconds and brand you as a piece of shit, but you earn your spot back to work here. That'd actually be kind of sick. You have to put it in there, and it's like you're marked, but it's like, well, you paid your due, so all is fair now.
I think there's like a 3-mark system.
Yeah, they mark both your hands, and then the last one is they fucking the spatula that's all hot. They get it red hot, and they put it in between your mouth like that, and they give you like a Joker smile.
Hey, what's up with James and the beard? They told me I had to shave my beard to get this job.
I don't know why he gets such special treatment. I think it's because he's a Sikh. I don't like those people.
Me neither.
Ooh.
Yeah, why does James get to have a beard? I don't know. That's because he's a Sikh. Yeah, I don't like those people. I wish I could grow out my beard so I could get some see here at Waffle House. People, I look a lot better with a beard.
I hate working with Gary. He takes so many breaks.
Yeah, I think he's got like diabetes or something like that, but that's a likely excuse if you ask me.
Yeah, Gary's like a fat fucking, I don't know, his like blood sugar's all wacko. I fucking hate that fat piece of shit.
Gary, man, why do you take so many breaks when we work?
I just have to check my blood sugar. Why? What's wrong?
You taking so many breaks means we have to cover for you.
My diabetes is my business. If I have to take a few extra breaks, I don't see what the big deal is.
Honestly, I'd get on the diabetes hate train. Dude, if your fucking diabetes is acting up that much, why don't you go work somewhere else, dude? People are fucking like fighting in here and stuff. I gotta check my blood levels. I'll be like, get the fuck out of here then, dude.
I work just as hard as everybody else.
I work just as hard as everybody else for a fraction of the time. I love all these scenarios, dude. It'd be so fun to act in one of these.
That'd be fun to come up with one, too.
What does it say? Yeah, what if there was a guy, like this Indian dude with a beard and the other guys are jealous of him? They're like, perfect, write that down. Yeah, what if a guy has like diabetes and everyone's fucking pissed that they have to pick up his work? Yeah, I hate that shit. Yeah, go ahead and put that in there too. I like to think that all these people are just like, yeah, I hate that. You can put that one in there.
I'd like someone like us to cook my food for me. I don't want him touching any of my food. I want you to do it.
Sir, I'm sorry. Bo's the grill operator this morning, and he will be cooking your food. If that's not okay with you, I'm going to have to ask you to eat somewhere else.
I feel like a more appropriate response is you could just be like, what are you talking about? What fucking year do you think this is? You know, like, I'd be like, dude, go fuck yourself. Leave. Well, yeah, get out of here. I mean, how obnoxious is that? I just want to see customer discrimination real quick.
It's the same scenarios, just customers.
Yeah. Why the hell does that guy keep going to the bathroom? I have to check my blood levels.
Wow, I've been here like 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? No one's even come over to greet me. I know they see me.
Wow, I've been here 5 minutes. No one's even greeted me? Okay, well, I guess I'll just sit here forever then.
What you just saw shows how a customer can feel like he was discriminated against. Waffle House does not discriminate against any customer for any reason.
I definitely feel like Corey looks like the kind of guy to discriminate against somebody. If I'm being Corey's just like, what you see here is a lie. That is a liar, folks. We don't ever discriminate. That's just the end of the video.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi. Is everything okay with the food?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can I get some more Diet Coke, please?
Here.
let you know right now, I have gotten that treatment before. Never taken it personally. Not that I think it's acceptable, but I think it's funny when it's like, if a Waffle House person said here and they slammed it, I'd be like, what a bitch. But at the same time, I'd be like, I mean, they're probably a pretty long day up here, if I'm being honest.
These eggs are running. Can they be cooked again?
And my waffle is burnt. Can I get a new one? Guess we have to cook these again. People like that get on my nerves. All they want is free food, and they are so rude. I wish they would just go eat somewhere else.
This is Waffle House, not Taco House.
That fell out of pocket even for a training video. Looking right at him. This is Waffle House, not Taco House. Comprende, senor? Muy bien. Hola. Yeah, I'll cook your goddamn waffle again, you son of a bitch. And then last but not least, the most important of all these training videos is these harassment videos. Roll it.
Hey, Mike. Hey, thanks for sending me this video.
Dude, yeah, ain't it some wild stuff?
Yeah, that's some pretty wild stuff, all right.
What do you think that video was? What if it was cake farts? Person sitting on cakes farting? That's some wild stuff, man. We should send this to somebody.
Oh, hey, let's send it to Joanne.
Dude, yes, get it.
Dude, yes, get it. It's just Tourette's guy. The Tourette's guy compilation. That Badger song you sent me last night was so funny.
Look, this is horrible. Why would John send me something so disgusting?
All right, it's definitely one man, one jar.
I was gonna say beheadings.
Yeah, it's beheading. Yo, how did they get the camera quality so good in those, huh?
Hey, Becky, how's it going?
I'm fine, thanks.
God damn.
Oh.
God damn. Hey, Becky, how you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Can you excuse me, please?
Excuse me.
I definitely feel like this is something that they turn an eye to, because I feel like I see this kind of shit all the time in restaurants. Multiple restaurants just being like, you playing, you acting up.
This smells really good. What's that perfume you're wearing? It smells really sexy.
Smells really sexy, a perfume. It's Tag body spray. Yeah, no wonder you smell like a teenage boy.
You know, I love looking at you. You're such a hot body. Let's go out sometime. What do you like to do?
Sorry, but you're not my type.
Oh, come on, gorgeous. Why don't you give me a try?
What part of no don't you understand?
Look, when I see something that I want, I usually don't stop until I get it.
God damn, being that thirsty at a Waffle House at like 8 a.m. God damn, girl is down bad. She's going to Walmart afterwards, like Axe body spray. That's her. That's her. Oh, shit.
I wish Pam would stop hitting on me and just do her job. When I say no, I mean
You heard the background?
You cannot have the actor in the background doing this the entire time. You're down that bad at your shift?
Unwelcome sexual comments or advances to an associate in an unwelcome manner is forbidden.
What if Mika was like, that was kind of hot? Two girls talking about Axe body spray and getting it on is kind of sexy. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, can people not just get along? Cut it off. Cut the recording. Cut the recording. More of the story is Waffle House is an anomaly. It's a dangerous place. The amount of videos online of people fighting and doing all kinds of dangerous shit is appalling. But I will say it's a beacon of the American dream. Dare I say it's probably one of my favorite restaurants of all time. Nowhere else can you go someplace at 3 in the morning after a night of being a little rowdy and getting an entire meal that you can gorge yourself on for $7. And to me, that feels pretty special. And I commend every person who works Waffle House and all of my
comment
brethren and
etiquette.
sisters
Now, why would I
who have
watch
gone
that?
to Waffle House and eat there as well. God bless you. God bless America. We'll
That
see
guy
you
writes
next one.
beautifully.
Bye-bye.
I don't know.
Come on. God damn it. Grandma, everybody loves Raymond's about to start. We haven't even chosen our TV dinners yet. It's starting! Grandma, it's starting! Oh, God.
Oh, jeez, what the hell, Robert? What are you doing here?
I love Raymond, that big, stupid fucking brother of his. Grandma, are you coming? Oh, okay, she fell. All right, never mind. Well, welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Today we are going to be trying all of these amazing TV dinners. Now, let me tell you something. I am not going to be eating all of these because I'm pretty sure if we ate actually maybe 5 of these in a row, there's enough sodium it would put down a bowl. Make all the fat jokes you want. That's a little bigger than me. Okay? A little bigger than me. We have a lot of the classics. We have Hungry Man. We have fucking Marie Callender's. Marie Callender's? Marie Callender's. We got Banquet. Fuck. We got Banquet. We have Banquet. We have Stouffer's, Smart Ones, Lean Cuisines. We have Kid Cuisines. We have it all. And we do have some surprise celebrity chef TV dinners that I didn't even know those were a thing. I think how we're gonna rank this little tournament, this little excursion, is we're going to base it per meal. So we have the Salisbury steaks, some fucking chicken, turkey, etc. So without further ado, let's get into it. Which one should we start with first? Let's start with the classic mac and cheese.
I was thinking the same.
You were thinking the same one? Let the mac and cheese roll.
Today's video is sponsored by Fume. Fume is the business of breaking bad habits. And not only that, they're taking the bad out of your habit. Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that is completely natural and uses flavored air instead of vapor. With Fume, you can fill the void in a guilt-free way. The device can also be used to help you de-stress with an adjustable airflow dial and movable magnetic parts for fidgeting. I know I need that. The taste the first time I tried it was way more flavorful than I thought. It feels extremely fresh. The flavors of the cores were all really good. I personally preferred the crisp mint and the orange vanilla. Those were two home runs for me that I think I definitely be coming back to. It feels amazing to hold. It's well weighted, and I can't stop fidgeting with this thing. Talk about a total non-addictive fun time. The wood is so elegant and real looking. I can't believe how good it is to look at. And my God, do I feel cool using it. With flavors like crisp mint, sparkling grapefruit, and orange vanilla, I was surprised how smooth and flavored each of them were. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and fun. Join Fume and break up with destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com/papameat or scan the QR code and use code PAPAMEAT to get 10% off when you get the Journey Pack. The Fume Solano launched last November. You can upgrade your Journey Pack to the Solano to enjoy premium walnut barrel, Onyx black coated mouthpiece, and a smoother finish, and still get 10% off. Go to tryfume.com/papameat and use code PAPAMEAT to get a discount off your order today. Thank you, Fume, for sponsoring our video, and back to the video.
Our first round is done. It is mac and cheese, which is a staple. This is probably the greatest kids meal of all time. You know what I was when I was a kid? It was mac and cheese and you cut up hot dogs in it. That's the fucking kid shebang. I think we're either gonna go my right to left. I think feels good. And also I will be pairing all of this with white trash favors of the Gold Peak Zero Sugar Sweet Tea, just because I'm trying to speed run cancer as quick as I possibly can. Thank you so much, Aspartame. Appreciate you. So first off down here we have Guy Fieri's Flavortown. Fork, please. Here we go. Cook time for all this, 35 minutes. Okay, so some of these are gonna be kind of cold. Which Guy Fieri's mac and cheese is ground beef and pork with enriched macaroni and cheese. It kind of just looks like red sauce. I don't know, red sauce shit? I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, why does it make
Are you in Flavortown?
I'm not in Flavortown. Plasticky noodles. The ground beef is like weird, man. That is weird. Next is Andrew Zimmern's Zimmerman? Caramelized onion pulled pork mac and cheese. This is one of the grossest things I've ever seen in my life. Can you see that?
The lighting does not help.
Gravy. Oh, God. It smells like sewage. Gonna get a noodle with some gravy on it. Fun.
The mouth sounds.
The biggest thing with these so far that's throwing me off is the plastic noodles. Like, they're very, very plasticky. Like, what is this supposed to be? Pulled pork mac and cheese? I don't think it tastes like pork. It kind of tasted like $2 ground beef or something, and there was no onion taste at all. So, next up, Lean Cuisine, because I'm trying to watch my figure. Sure, Lean Cuisine, nice Vermont white cheddar mac and cheese. Why not? All in all, it doesn't look bad. Okay, I pulled some of the skin off the top. Ah! Nick, please, look at that hair. Look at that hair, dude. Right there. Big strand of fucking hair on the Lean Cuisine. But I will persevere. It's fine. It tastes like mac and cheese. The only thing with this is that it has the same texture as like mashed potatoes, but it does taste like white cheddar mac and cheese, so that's a positive versus these. Like, the noodles are kind of mushy, but all in all, I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Now look at this, dude. Stouffer's macaroni and cheese, no huss, no fuss, no fucking ground beef, pulled pork mess, whatever. This is, aesthetically, I gotta say this is the best looking one. Oh, baby, that is just creamy. What do they say? They say that's what good pussy sounds like, right? That's true. Imagine hearing that. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but yeah. All right, let's see here.
Oh, the mouth sounds.
Oh, it's a bang. Stouffer's knows how to fucking do it, dude. That's good. Unironically, I would eat that more. That's really fucking good. I don't know what the fuck is happening down here, okay? Enough with the fucking gimmick of the pulled pork and stuff. That's obnoxious. That looks like what I feed my donkey. So, god damn, you know, just one more. One more would go. That's good stuff. So far, it's not even close. Stouffer's just fucking killing this. What the hell is this called? Marie Callender's. I don't think I've ever heard of this before in my life.
You never, really? That's a restaurant.
I've never heard of Marie. It's a restaurant? I've never seen a Marie Callender's.
I've
before.
never heard of the
There's
restaurant.
supposed to be,
I've
like,
only
little,
known
like,
the fucking
crispy
frozen
stuff
milk.
on top of this.
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. Okay. This does look like a bowl of literal vomit. If you just want to zoom, get a close in on that. Try to tell me that honestly does not look like vomit. That is insane, dude. I don't know if whenever I'm like sitting down, I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna watch some TV, and I just look down, it's a big bowl of vomit. Let's try it. Oh, Marie, my word. God damn, that's good as shit. What the fuck? We got ourselves a competition here. Stouffer's and this one are by far the best. The noodles on that one are really good. You know what's weird though is it's not like a macaroni shell. It's like kind of like a wrap. It's like a little noodle flour. You know what I mean? Good. Next up, we have the 4-cheese macaroni from Gordon Ramsay. I will say the presentation of this looks very tasty. Nice big noodles here. The cheese looks, you know, well, when I do that, it kind of looks like dick schmegma. You ever heard a dirty dick before and you like pull down the foreskin? And let's see.
That's disgusting.
Oh, Nick. I think this British son of a bitch is onto something. They should be ashamed, honestly. Don't fucking you don't need all the thrills, you know what I mean, of the other stuff. Just noodles and cheese. That's all you need. That is awesome. That's really good. And then we have Kid Cuisine Level Up. There's a fucking unicorn with a castle in the back. I remember when I was younger, Kid Cuisine was like the shit. You would be able to decorate your own brownie, and then your shit would look like a rainbow for like 4 days because there's so much chemicals and dye in it. It was delicious. It was really great. But see, there's no way there's actual noodles in this, dude.
No, you're supposed to dip it.
Oh, it's a dipping sauce. Okay, so I see. These things are filled with macaroni. You're supposed to dip it in the cheese sauce. In terms of innovation, pretty good. On a bed of, as the British would say, crisps, right?
Bed of crisps.
Salut. That's what I was trying to think. I couldn't think of what it was. Damn, dude. That shit's good. The cheese sauce is ice cold. It's I mean, I believe you. No, come over here and you put your finger in that right now.
Oh, it's like...
I told you, it's ice cold. Dude, this though? Dude, holy shit. Wow. Man, holy fuck, that is good. Holy shit, that's really good. What the fuck? This is the bottom for sure. These three. If I had to say, I would put Andrew Zimmern's pulled pork mac and cheese at the bottom. That is like, honestly, should be a war crime. That is disgusting. The presentation's disgusting. It is fucked to no end. Guy Fieri just proves time and time again he has no idea what the fuck is going on. It's like shitty ravioli. He's like, hey, Chef Boyardee, do you have any of your scraps left from the bottom of the fucking wastebasket? And they're like, I guess. He's like, great, I'm gonna sell it and put it into a microwave dish. Lean Cuisine, it has the same consistency of mashed potatoes. So in my opinion, the bottom three, at the very bottom, Andrew Zimmerman, Guy Fieri, Lean Cuisine. This is where it gets tricky, right? You have Stouffer's. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Stab it off the floor. A little hair on it. It's okay. Good noodles. Simple. Yellow cheddar. Not trying to be fancy. Stouffer's isn't a fancy girl. This is old reliable. This is the woman that you marry. Is she the best looking? Absolutely not. Is the man the best looking? No. Reliable. Trustworthy. Would give my life, right? Versus Marie Callender, where the fuck that is. It's good, dude. Noodles are good. Cheese is fucking good. Gordon Ramsay. Even better. It's a shame because honestly, you know, I'm gonna have one of these. I need to stop eating so much because we have so much ahead, but this is, it should be illegal how good this is. Try this and tell me that isn't fucking amazing. It's a good fucking macaroni bite right there. Coming in dead last, Andrew Zimmerman should be shot in the street like an Italian mobster in the 30s. Shame on you. Next up, Guy Fieri.
Did anybody watch fucking
right
Bizarre Foods though?
Blindfold on, shot in the street like the fucking degenerate you are. Lean Cuisine
because I love that
comes up
show.
Next with their mashed potato mac and cheese. Stouffer's comes in after
So
that.
great.
Even though it's delicious, I would recommend Stouffer's all day. But is it as good as Marie? I don't think it is. Marie comes in higher up than Stouffer's. All right, this is delicious. A little bit of crumblies is nice. nice and everything. Next up after that, Kid Cuisine with their amazing mac and cheese bites. The other cheese is ice cold. Still didn't deter me, dude. Unbelievable. And then, to much of my surprise with these fucking goofy celebrity chefs on this side, Gordon Ramsay comes in with a fucking home run, dude. Chef Ramsay's 4-cheese macaroni is by far the winner of this round. Oh my God. Nick, come over here and you try this macaroni right now. It's really good, isn't it? Next up, we're gonna do country fried chicken dinner. Roll it up.
Okay, that's not what I meant to do.
God, Deborah can be such a bitch. I want to divorce her. Should I, Robert?
Yeah, those brothers are funny. Oh, looky, chicken fried steak in front of me. That kind of sound like me saying like sucky or something like that. Wasn't supposed to be that at all. This is what I remember. This is tried and true what I remember forever. Hungry Man. Remember those commercials?
Hungry Man, it's good to be full.
We have Banquet. Gordon Ramsay coming back. Oh, the winner of the last challenge coming up here. Marie Callender's coming back up as well. And once again, another strong contender of Kid Cuisine. Granted, this is not chicken fried steak. This is their Dino Nuggies.
Nothing wrong with that.
So nothing wrong with that. I will say on the back of these, it's very concerning because the sodium content for Hungry Man is, let's take a look here, 1,480 milligrams. Which we're gonna be taking small bites. I'm not about to have a kidney stone. I'm not about to have a heart attack. It's not gonna happen. It will happen in the future for sure. That's how I'll die in my sleep. But that's not today. Let's get into it. The first one is Hungry Man. This is sad. This whole mess right here.
Wait, which one have you never heard of?
Cheese from the last round, okay? I will say the mashed potatoes look pretty nice. You got some nice, what the hell? Ooh, cinnamon apples? Cinnamon apples, oh my God. Am I just trying the chicken fried steak?
You can try a little bit of everything.
Boy, come on, dude. Think of the sodium. Not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of gravy. A tiny bite of chicken fried steak from Hungry Man himself.
From Hungry Man.
This just takes me back to like middle school.
Oh, Bizarre Foods?
I do want some of this, even though the white gravy and the, oh my God, it's like caramel. What the?
Yeah, Andrew Zimmern is a chef. Like, he's apparently like a really good chef, but he goes around to like all corners of the world to like various different places, and he tries the weirdest possible fucking foods that they offer. Like, he goes to he's eaten fucking everything. He's tried everything. And I used to watch that show religiously with my mom. I used to watch that show, and then I used to watch the fucking Anthony Bourdain show with my mom. We watched a lot of cooking and travel shows. Yeah. He's very similar. Very similar. Like, I think the main difference you're looking at is Andrew Zimmern, like, yes, he delves into, obviously, the weirdest parts of the food and obviously how that's, how that ties into their culture. While I think Anthony Bourdain was leaning more into, I want to experience the culture as a whole, and obviously if there's weird food, then I'll try it. While Andrew's like, I want to shoot for the weird food and, specifically the weird food and learn about the culture that way. But we definitely watched both, and they're fun. And Andrew Zimmern, a kid was like, what's the weirdest food you've eaten? Like, what food do you hate the most? And he's like, I've eaten intestines, brains, bugs. He's like, I've eaten everything. He's like, but I cannot stand walnuts. He's like, there's something about the texture of walnuts that I don't like. He's like, he just can't eat it. Which is so strange to think about. Not a walnut is just the end-all be-all.
What the fuck is going on with that, dude? Oh yeah, just like butter, baby. Little mashed potatoes.
Yeah, walnuts.
This is a middle school lunch, like literally.
Almonds go hard. I don't know. I like walnuts.
Hungry Man. All I wanted to do was look at other people's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's what that makes me think. Like, Hungry Man. This is a solid choice. What can I tell you? It's a solid choice. We got Banquet up next. I will say, Banquet's chicken looks much better. Look at this. It's like a little piece of art. The gravy drizzled over. Like that of a mosaic painting. Mashed potatoes look nice. The corn looks kind of questionable. Looks like it's in lard. I don't know what the hell's going on with that, but let me do a little cut. I feel like people are gonna want to see the cut. I just need to do a little cut off here. I will say, you know what's kind of weird? I know it's a microwave thing. They're really mushy.
The many cooking shows this tasty video slept. I get that. I get that.
A lot of breading though. It feels like 80% breading. I wouldn't complain. Literally 80% breading though. They said, you know what? No meat. It's not very polarizing. If someone was like, hey, we're having banquet chicken fried steaks, I'd be like,
Can
good.
I put a TV
I don't
on
care.
this?
Fine, sounds good. All right, so last round, Gordon Ramsay stepped the fuck up with his mac and cheese. This is lemon caper chicken. Has really nothing to do with fried chicken, but it was a chicken option, so I went ahead and got it anyways. I will say the broccoli looks nice. This looks like a nice little dish. Look at these potatoes in here, huh? Look at the broccoli in here. This looks like a real meal. It's kind of fucked up. What the fuck are you doing, Gordon? It does not look as good as the box cover. That's to be expected.
Oh my gosh,
All right, dude, here we go.
fucking Nintendo Switch
See
is
what you got here,
functional.
buddy.
When did
Also,
I
sorry about
get
the
that?
Sniffles. I'm still kind of sick. That's why I'm having healthy food. Gotta have my greens. Oh, it is lemony.
Oh, it like phases
Oh
through.
my
though.
word, give me some of that broccoli. Give me some of that potato, dude. Another little piece of broccoli on it. Oh, wow. Done it again, dude. That is an enjoyable bowl.
Can't put
How much was
anything up
that?
here.
$5.95? For $5.95, just throwing that in the microwave. I think each one of these took like 6 minutes to make. That's fucking hard to beat. It's unfair though, because it does have an extra layer of taste to it. These are all, it's almost like they put the white gravy in there to hide something. They're all drenched in this white gravy. All right, last time Marie Callender was on top with their
What was
mac and
that?
cheese. I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of terrible.
Oh.
Is there mashed potatoes on this? What the fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, there's mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's just already blended in. So this is the mixed up, oh, look at that. Look at this pool. I can't tilt it too more, it'll fucking pour out.
Oh.
Do you like how the bowl's making pee-pee? Mmm, Marie Callender, you dog. That's a lot of liquid. I will say this is by far the most, like, this doesn't even look like chicken. I don't even know what the fuck this looks like. Oh, it's just not satisfying to cut at all. I'll be honest, I have complaints, as it were. Kind of has the same texture as like a Jack Link's beef jerky. Very chewy, really tough. Wouldn't recommend, I mean, I'll try that corn. The corn is also very tough and chewy. You get a goddamn jaw workout doing that one. God damn. What's weird is that with the amount of water at the bottom of the bowl, you would assume that it's, you know, not
I guess
dry
this is
and
actually
chewy as
fun
shit.
because it's not gonna set anything
Oh,
on
it's just
fucking
wet.
fire.
What a wet mess, dude. God damn, it's like eating a leather belt. Son of a bitch, dude.
Mini.
Marie Callender's, I don't know about that one. Next up is Kid Cuisine Dino Nuggies. Look at that, look how cute this is.
Now why isn't that fucking straight? Is that straight?
Right, is this barbecue sauce? What is this? That's chocolate pudding.
Oh. that you're supposed
That's
to dip your
fucking
pretzels in that.
straight.
Even with the
Are you
fucking
serious?
do
The
it again,
fucking
dude.
massive
Chocolate
TV
pudding
is the
with
one that's
Dino
even.
Nuggies, dude.
Okay, that one's straight. Okay, cool.
Delicious. The nuggies are so good. I don't think I tried to fry last time.
Go big or go
Oh.
fucking home, I fucking guess, dog.
Yum.
Fuck it.
Nice pretzel. Fuck, man. Those Dino Nuggies are good. So, obviously, from this, the worst is Marie Callender's. Like, that's, I thought it was grilled chicken at first, but no, there's breading on it. And it's like as white as like a piece of Wonder Bread. That's fucked up. I think I already have my ranking. I think I already know. Last, Marie Callender's. Not good. Tough as shit. I feel like I was at the Wrangler store in the belt section. Not a good to eat. Next up, I'd probably do Banquet, just for the sheer fact that 80% of it is breading. Ridiculous. 80% of that is breading. And then the white gravy too, it's like water. There's no taste, it's just kind of there. There's texture, but it's like with breading, it becomes like nothing. It's odd. For a mouthfeel, this is fucked. Mashed potatoes, which is mush, and then you have corn. So it just feels like you're eating a big pile of shit. And then I'd have to say, I'd say Kids Cuisine. The Dino Nuggies are good, even though I will say, you know, I dipped them in the chocolate pudding. Probably wasn't supposed to do that. It was a little chocolate dipping sauce. They're still good. Solid. The fries, you need to work on the fries. The fries are mushy. They're unappealing. They feel like slugs in your mouth. That's not a fun thing. When I'm a kid, maybe the idea of slugs is fun, but I don't really want them in my mouth. Second up, I think we had my boy Hungry Man. Hungry Man wasn't bad. Classic grade A middle school lunch meal. The apples were delicious, even though they are sitting in a literal vat of sugar butter. Sugar drizzle, all that kind of stuff. The potatoes are pretty good. Green beans are tasty. The chicken tastes like chicken. What else do you want from it? And the gravy kind of tastes like gravy. Kinda. That's fine though. That's the appeal. Look at this packaging. Big, strong, hungry man. I like that. God damn it. Dare I say, Gordon Ramsay coming out again on top though. This is delicious. Like I would unironically get more of these just for the studio. These are fucking amazing. The chicken is thick. It's bountiful. The
Oh, dude, I
broccoli
actually like
is
Gordon
seasoned
Ramsay's
as well.
fucking
You get a
meals.
little
They're
bit
so
of lemon
good.
goodness on it all, drizzled over the broccoli and the potatoes. I liked it all. That's my ranking. I have scared myself into thinking I'm going to have a heart attack with the sodium though. I mean, even Gordon Ramsay's thing, 1,000 milligrams of salt. No man is meant to consume this much salt, Nick. I didn't eat a lot though. I'm not doing the thing I did in the alcohol taste test one where I keep double dipping. I can't do that here. These are literal salt bricks that I'm looking at, all right? We know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do Salisbury steak! Is that interesting? Next up, we have Salisbury steak, which let me tell you something about Salisbury steak. My grandma, the drunk whore that's upstairs, she used to always be like, Salisbury steak is for children. It's not for grown people. I didn't know what the fuck she meant for that.
Salisbury
so I will
steak?
say that for this one, I am going to interpret this as if I am a grandparent and my grandson, David. David, do you like Salisbury steak? Okay, well, I'm gonna see if this meal is fit for my grandson, David. So let's start it off here. We have, once again, Marie Callender's, which you're saying that this is a restaurant?
It's like American, yeah.
Like an American, okay. Like
I've never
you know
seen a
what
Marie
Perkins is?
Callender's.
I know what a Perco's is.
Perkins? So it's like a Perkins is what you're saying. We have Hungry Man up once again. Gordon Ramsay, the undisputed champion so far, with slow roasted beef. I mean, I think that counts. Salisbury steak, whatever. I mean, we're bending the rules again. Gordon Ramsay doesn't do the traditional dinner, is what we're finding. But we had to squeeze in. And of course, we have Stouffer's Salisbury steak as well. One thing I haven't kept in mind so far yet is the presentation. So far, compared to the picture on the box, that looks pretty identical. I think David would be very happy to see this pop out of the microwave for him. On the other hand, Hungry Man, it looks like it's buried in either barbecue sauce or the applesauce from last time. It looks like that, doesn't it? There's no char marks. It looks like two little McDonald's hamburger patties in a vat of, I don't know, fucking like 50-30 motor oil. And also, I'll be completely honest, the fucking wasp nest that brownie is supposed to be. What the fuck is going on with that? It's nice and plump here. I feel like a flock of bugs is gonna come out here and attack me. That's something that David might be afraid of. David, would you be afraid of that? Okay, well, his mother's got questions about her anyways. And then of course, Gordon Ramsay, which once again, you know what, like, I'm not gonna lie, the box looks a little better than that. This, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like cat food. But I'm optimistic because of how good the other two have been so far, but this does legitimately look like cat food. I give my cats nice canned food, and let me tell you, it looks a lot like this. But don't knock it till you try it, right kids? This looks probably the grossest out of all of them, I'm not gonna lie, even just the prison-esque container this is in, once again, it's in its own kind of slime. We do know that we like the mac and cheese though. We do like the mac and cheese, but this does look like, I mean, I've never seen meat in a shape like that before. Is this what normal Salisbury steak shape is? I guess kind of so. Kind of what the Hungry Man's is too. Who decided the Salisbury steak shape? I wanna have a word. You know what, to switch it up this time, we've been going right to left. We're gonna go left to right this time. We're gonna start off with Stouffer's Salisbury steak. Let me see here. I'll be honest, even the way that cut it, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this one. Before I bite this, have you had Salisbury steak before? Is this gravy? Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's supposed to be gravy.
Like brown gravy, okay. Oh man, I don't know about that. Reminds me of like a bad pot roast kind of thing. Like when you smell a crock pot and you're like, that's good. Okay, no. Okay, no. Nope. Let me get some mac and cheese and be quick before, just to mask that taste. It's offensive. Like it felt like he just yelled at me when I ate it. That's what it feels like. You ever have deer before?
No.
It's really like gamey. Kind of tastes like a bad deer. People need to tweet at Stouffer's and ask if the Salisbury steak is deer. The brown gravy also is. Maybe I'm just not a brown gravy fan. There's no getting around it. I mean, look, it is swimming in the gravy. Oh, good God. Look at that. What the hell is this? Flip it over. I mean, this just looks like wet meat. That is just wet meat is what that is. Stouffer's not starting off good. Like I said, the presentation, the cat food Gordon Ramsay thing. Let's see here. Gordon hasn't done us wrong so far. Now, to be fair, I'm not going to judge this too much like the question because I don't think this even has brown gravy. Or no, is that brown gravy? Oh, so it does have like a brown gravy on it. Nice little piece here. Looks like meat, actual meat. I don't know what the hell this alien fucking organ over here is, but.
Oh, went for seconds.
That's potato. I think I'm finding that I just don't like brown gravy. The beef isn't bad. It's definitely not as good as the chicken. That chicken was like the fucking bomb. This is like pretty forgettable. So far, this is Gordon Ramsay at his worst. Potatoes are good though. I've never been a big gravy guy though. To be
Oh, I actually like that one.
Coming up. This,
The slow roasted beef
this
one.
Is probably the ugliest plate we've seen today.
I think that one's delicious, personally.
Wasp nest or not?
Yeah, that's
Holy shit.
And then the Salisbury steak. To be fair, you do get more than the Stofers. Let me see here. Oh man. Even just stabbing into it. Yeah, it's like lava cake. Oh, dude, that is brutal. I need
But
to
what
stop
do I
stabbing 'cause
know?
it's just gonna let more of this fucking nectar into it. Dude, it is drenched. Oh god. What a disappointment. That's a hamburger patty. That might even be the regular McDonald's meat patty right there. There is just way too much gravy, dude. What the hell? They do have mashed potatoes in here again. Am I supposed to, like, okay. Microwave brownie. I just feel like Little
Just
Debbie
sounds
has
very
been
stick in
doing this
general.
for like 180 years. Split the bad boy open. It's insane how something can look so chocolatey but have no chocolate taste. Like it has a texture of a nice brownie, but there's no flavor there. Kind of like plastic, like toy green beans. This might be the most disappointing round. I feel bad. I'm trying to decide which one I'm giving to David. You're fucked, dude. I'm working hard for him, but it's not, I don't know. I really don't know. Poor son of a bitch. And then Marie Callender's. This one looks the most like the box. It's probably the best looking one here. Dare I'd say. It kind of looks like a steak. It stabs like a nice piece of meat. A nice little cut there. Let's not forget the sodium count. Okay, smells like sausage. Legitimately breakfast sausage. Oh, dude, I bit into the potato and it just like, it gushed like a liquid out of it. Oh, that is bad, dude. That is so bad. How the fuck does a potato do that? Holy shit. It was like a fucking grape or something. Oh my God. The potato really fucked us on this one, dude. Holy shit. What a fucking pitiful round. It's unbelievable how bad a potato can be. Potato's like the easiest thing in the world. There's a couple factors. One, the visual isn't so much as important as it is did we get sold the right thing? The idea, the hope, the dream. I think Gordon wins this round again. David will be eating Gordon Ramsay because he's a classy boy. He's a good child. You're a good boy, David. If David was bad, though, God, they're all just kind of like terrible in their own ways. Marie probably comes in second. It was just the potato. The meat is just like, it could pass as like a fine...
Oh, shit. Spit went down my... Yeah.
Okay. Marie Callender would be second. The potato's terrible, but at least the steak, the meat could pass off as like a decent breakfast sausage, even though this is a Salisbury steak, whatever the fuck that's supposed to taste like. God, I mean, unfortunately, I think Stouffer's comes in third, even though I don't know what that is. There's a slight allure to wondering what the hell is that? What is that piece of meat? Where did that come from? I need to know. Stouffer's, you need to answer for your crimes, but it makes it even more insulting that Hungry Man comes in last here. Hungry Man is the staple of TV dinners, and this right here, this is an abomination. The meat tastes like 2-day-old McDonald's ground beef. I've never had a brownie ever be that tasteless. I don't know, I almost applaud it. Other than that, even the mashed potatoes, the green beans, it's terrible. David, you're going to school with the goddamn Gordon Ramsay meal. All right? And if he's bad, you're getting a Hungry Man. You're good, you get this. You're bad, you get this. All right? Salisbury steak, who in their right mind wants that? Whoever sits down and they're like, God, I would kill for a Salisbury steak. Even at like a restaurant, I'll have the Salisbury steak. Like, who? I've never heard of anyone once ordering this. Unbelievable. Next fucking round, please. My God.
Yo, Nick.
Yeah.
Are you on your phone?
Oh my God, Robert, put that gun down. You're gonna kill someone with that thing.
House looks pretty. Thanks.
Huh. I don't remember Raymond's brother having a gun. Oh, the lasagna's ready. You know, if I'm being honest, lasagna isn't my favorite of the Italian dishes, but it's, you know, it's nice. It's pasta, red sauce, and whatever. I mean, what, you can't complain. It's not as simple, not as easy as macaroni and cheese, but I am curious because some of these look pretty decent, pretty good. So we have a lean cuisine, which, my God, that I don't know about that one. We have Walmart's Great Value lasagna. Gordon Ramsay, the fucking home run king himself of TV dinners, got him in here. It would not be a TV dinner without Marie Callender for some reason. We have Stouffer's lasagna, and then, oh God, is that Guy Fieri? We have Guy's Flavortown pizza lasagna. Yay. Right to left, lean cuisine time. In terms of presentation, is this meat sauce? Where the fuck is the meat at? There's no meat in the sauce. What are you talking about? Does that look identical? Does that look like Lean Cuisine's gourmet lasagna? Looks pretty good. Let me see here. I'm just gonna stab into it. Oh, that does not smell pleasant. There's something about, I don't know what it is. It's kind of the same thing. I kind of have a weird gag reflex even with Chef Boyardee. It's just that smell of canned or processed. Holy fuck, apparently this is the toughest noodle on earth. I don't know what about that. It's just, it's not like bad. It's just a weird fucking, I don't know. Okay, hold up. That's pretty good. All in all, it's pretty fucking good. It looks like death. You know what it is too about these things? It's the fucking like white, it's like cat food. You know the cat food where you like take the lid and it's like that kind of thing? It looks, it's like cat food-ish, but it's not bad. A little soupy. Yeah, noodle's a little chewy more than I'm self-reflecting here. Just being completely transparent. I might have to try another bite of that later on, but I'm gonna keep moving. This looks slightly burnt. Does that look good? One thing I like with a nice lasagna is when it has the little green spreckles. What is that, oregano? Italian seasoning? It's always fancy, isn't it? It's like looking at like your 5-year-old cousin's freckles, except they're green and they're tasty. I don't know what someone's freckles taste like. It is a little burnt, Nick. I will say that. I mean, I'm trying.
That's just the crust.
That's okay, it's the crust. Let me dive in here. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
I put it in for 2 extra minutes because.
All right.
I'm okay.
It's like fucking like difficult, dude. God.
Do you have me
damn.
pick a
There we go.
chair?
This is
I don't know
has
which
a
one I
little
like
meat and
more.
Stuff in it.
Between these two.
What the hell are you? What the hell are you? It's like kind of sweet, and then yeah, like you get the oregano taste where it's like, but it's Italian. That's what it's kind of doing to me. It tastes like sweet
this
noodles,
is a
but it's
living
also Italian. Don't forget about that, it's Italian. Gordon Ramsay once again coming in. This looks like a diarrhea bowl, like bloody diarrhea. I once had bloody diarrhea one time. I was sick in college, just like weird bloody diarrhea. Never went to the hospital. That's not a good sign. If you have blood in your stool, you should really go to the hospital. That's a real thing. Luckily, nothing bad came of it, I think. But this is exactly what it looked like. That right there. Oh, memories of college. Let me see here. Ooh, yeah, she isn't a looker. I'll tell you that much. I will say, look at that vibrant cheese. It's Romano cheese. Look at that.
Too much going on.
Goddamn Gordon. Get this guy his own show or something.
Same fucking color.
This Gordon guy. That's
I
delicious.
can make it green though. Hell
Hey, she
yeah.
don't got the looks.
Oh wait, could you make the other one like a brown?
She got the flavor.
Or like a neutral? A neutral?
A neutral?
A neutral.
She got the flavor.
That's really fucking good. Shout out to Lean Cuisine and Great Value. Why don't you put some fucking Romano cheese in your shit, dude? Shit's delicious. Little soft goodness, man. I tell you what though, rule number 1, never fucking eat lasagna and drink a glass of water. That is a horrendous combination. All those like little giggly bits just in your mouth dancing around. Did you like wet lasagna? Did you like it watered down? Not really. All right, this is a lot. I feel this is heavy. I want to just preface this too. I'm eating like one bite of these and throwing these away. I feel terrible about it. I did donate $1,000 to my local food shelter. Just want to put that out there now. I'm going to say it at the end too because people skip through and they don't give a shit. Well, listen, I feel bad for throwing. Like this is, I mean, a family could do very well with this. Hopefully it tastes bad and I won't feel bad about it. Is that a good thing to say? I feel like a bad person for saying that. Oh, Nick. Oh, it's a soupy mess under there. Oh, the cheese is hiding just disaster. I don't know about this one, dude. Oh, there's Romano cheese. Romano cheese, Nick! I'm gonna try to make this as gross as possible. Yo, ASMR food people be like, kind of tastes like ketchup. And that's why I'm wondering if the Great Value lasagna, if that's fucking like ketchup in there. It doesn't taste like ketchup, but there's a lot of sugar in ketchup. What a fucking mess you are, dude. Look at you. Lasagna is such an aesthetic food too, isn't it? Like a good lasagna. Damn, it looks good. You think that looks good? No. This looks like what the Walmart thing should have been. This looks like every man or woman walking to Walmart with their pajama bottoms and a Tasmanian devil shirt on. That's what this makes me think of. A 28-year-old buying menthol cigarettes with a Tasmanian devil and fucking Homer Simpson slippers and some pajama bottoms, some Tweety Bird pajama bottoms. Oh, shit. Oh, God. All right, Stouffer's. Stouffer's has been kind of hit and miss. Started off strong with probably the most aesthetically pleasing mac and cheese I've seen, which I'm pretty sure, fact check me if I'm wrong, is the mac and cheese that Macaulay Culkin got in Home Alone. I need it to be fact checked, please. Show it right now. What I tell you, this doesn't look the worst. I will say, a point off aesthetically though for me because it doesn't have the oregano. It adds a lot, doesn't it? Aesthetically, it adds a lot. God, digging into this thing, it's like I feel like I'm dissecting a cat. That's what it feels like. I don't know why. I just got flashbacks to my anatomy class when we had to dissect a cat. We put them in these big fucking Ziploc bags and sprayed like a preserve spray on them. It smelled like mellow yellow. Jesus fucking Christ. Salut. I see all this, the beef in there even, right? But all I taste is like just pasta. Like I definitely got the beef in there, everything, and all I can taste is just pasta. It's not very flavorful. I'm not gonna lie. One chewy fucking noodle too, goddamn. With how strong Stouffer started, I was like, this is the cheap alternative that you need. I don't know, I'm disappointed, man. This sauce, it has to be better than Marie Callender's. Is that just because I don't taste the ketchup sauce and that's why I'm like, I may prefer it? I think that's an acceptable response though too. I'd rather taste nothing than ketchup, whatever. No. God, look at this. Hey, you wanna see the most deceiving thing ever? Look at that. Hey there, Mr. Investor. I wanna pitch you TV dinners. Does that not look like one of the saddest bowls you've ever seen? Here we go. We got some of this. Let me get some of the pepperoni in there too. What a crime. Look at this, dude. Look at this buildup. Look at this fucking disgusting buildup. Does that look yummy? You know what that is? It's the juice that's in the bottom of a pepperoni package. This all tastes like spoiled pepperoni. Oh my God. I'll tell you what I will do. Go back over to my favorite celebrity chef over here, apparently. I didn't know I had such an allegiance to Gordon Ramsay. This one is fucking delicious, man. Dare I say it's also his best dish. No, I don't know. The chicken was pretty fucking good. Mmm. Oh, it's a hit. Oh, it's a hit. I mean, the only one that is remotely enjoyable is... It's not even fair at this point. Gordon Ramsay just keeps fucking winning. It's unbelievable. The cheese, the bolognese sauce, so good. The noodles, delicious. The sauce, so good. My second, if I'm being honest, the fucking lean cuisine lasagna. You need to go meat and potatoes with this shit. You don't reinvent the wheel when it comes to fucking pasta and red sauce. Lean cuisine? You're telling me I can get skinny and eat good food? Are you kidding me? Heaven on earth. I would probably honestly put the Walmart lasagna in third. We'd probably go to Stouffer's for 4. I just have so much hate in my heart for Guy Fieri right now. Guy Fieri. 5, 6. Marie Callender's has been pretty consistent so far. This is a cheap brand too, I want to say that. Usually gets points, but unironically, that's gotta be ketchup. There's no way this is not ketchup. I want to know what kind of fucking conspiracy Heinz and Marie Callender's has against us, but we are being lied to. It is remarkable how good the Gordon Ramsay meals are, dude. Unbelievable. I might like this more than the chicken. And the chicken was fucking good, wasn't it, Nick? Let's clean this fucking shit up and move on to the next one. I'm tired of looking at all this shit lasagna, dude. Okay. What people don't realize is, I don't know what minute of video we're at. We started this at 8 p.m. It is currently 2 in the morning. We record these little bits. On average, each round we're doing, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to cook these fucking meals. We're in chicken pot pie territory, bitches. I hate chicken pot pie. It's 2 in the morning. I'm fucking tired. I'm doing this stupid fucking video. Oh my God. We're just gonna get right into it. I have never liked chicken pot pie. It's okay. I'm not a big pie crust fan, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not even a pie fan. I like all the elements of chicken pot pie. I like peas and chicken and all that kind of stuff. But then inside it's always like fucking creamy and like, I don't know, weird. So Nick here said that a cold chicken pot pie is worse than death. So I'm really, really praying that these are at least warm. Or else he said it's gonna be like eating sherbet. So I'm not looking forward to this. I'm just gonna just fucking plow through this deal. Banquet. You know what I hate about the pie crust? Look how cracked that is. It's revealing underneath like a schmegma kind of fucking corn and just gray. I fucking hate this shit, dude. Oh, it smells bad too. Oh, bro. I don't want to eat this shit. I've only had a little bite of each one, but I keep having a panic attack, like I'm gonna have a heart attack from the sodium. Who the fuck are you?
Can we just point out for a second that that pie looks exactly like the Gordon Ramsay pie? Look at that pie and that pie.
Oh, they are similar, aren't they? I wonder if that's just because they're supposed to be fancy. This is like pita bread. Country Kitchen Chicken Pot Pie Delicious Eats by Cardia Brown. Cardia? We have a nice layer of a pita bread on top. Ew, wait, what? Oh. Dude, look at this. Try to tell me this doesn't look like a fucking manhole cover. Look at this.
You want to see what's inside in Grandpa's diaper? How does that look? Does that look enticing?
Are you hungry yet?
Delicious Eats by Cardia Brown.
It doesn't smell the worst, I'll say that. It smells better than the fucking Banquet one, dude. That doesn't taste bad. The carrots are good. The chicken is good. The sauce or whatever the fuck's in there. What the fuck is even in these? Is there gravy in chicken pot pie?
Yeah.
Is that what it is gravy in there? No fucking one. I hate gravy. Can we just scroll over to healthy choice? Look how sad this is. This is a fucking lie, dude. Look at that. See how it's like glazed with like a nice puree, savory pot pie sauce? Where is the sauce at, Nick? Is that supposed to be the crust? Oh, these are dumplings. Okay. I guess I was gonna say, like, this is like a fucking noodle. So this is literally raw chicken, corn, carrots, peas, and a dumpling. Holy fuck. If someone came in, they're like, hey, fatty, you looking to lose some weight? Eat this prison food, dude. Hey, you fat. This is what you get to eat because you spent your whole life in gluttony, you fat tub of lard. Are the dumplings good, fatty? That's what it feels like. What a depressing bowl this is. Like, this is just makes me sad. I'd rather die a fat husk of a man than have to fucking subject myself. This is like embarrassing. This is like literally someone's pointing this out and being like, uh-oh, fatty in the room, fatty. You probably don't care about that though, do you, huh? You don't care if people call you fat, right? It's so obvious. Okay, whatever. The hit or miss kings themselves. Marie Candles. Calendars. I keep wanting to say candles.
Candles.
It doesn't feel very warm, Nick.
That's the worst one to eat cold. I put it in for 10 minutes.
It's okay, I think. I don't know. You said you like these?
I used to, and then I had a cold one, and then...
Oh my God, I cracked it. It's like tapioca pudding coming out of it. Dude. It's a literal cream pie. That's like spunk. Bad cum. Oh, dude, I don't want to eat this. I fucking hate chicken pot pie so much. God damn, I'm still eating that fucking dry piece of shit over there. God, these carrots. You know what? People would die to have this, man. There's starving people in the world, right? So I should be very grateful to have this, and that's why I'm gonna go with this mindset now. I'm so grateful for this meal. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. It's like a butter gravy, but the vegetables are really hard. There's gonna be some dude who's super offended that I don't like chicken pot pie, sorry. If there is one person that I would be like, hey, now's the time, it's this man right here. Gordon Ramsay coming in. This one was good, and it looks, I mean, identical. I really don't like, oh, that's brown gravy in there, dude. I don't like brown gravy. Just listen to this, can you hear this? Imagine when every time you pulled a scab off, it was like,
oh.
Isn't that disgusting? Dude, just pick it. It's just a scab. Oh, brutal. That's the little guy hiding underneath your rock. A flock of ticks. All right, here we go. It has a lot to lose here because every time Gordon has come up, Gordon has always been number one. To God and the crown. Big ups. It's not bad. It's nice whenever the vegetables are soft, like they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be cooked. You know what I mean? Chicken's good, vegetables are good. The gravy is not bad. I'm really not a gravy guy, and the gravy's not bad. Okay, that was difficult. That's not even gonna count. This is literally chicken and vegetables in a bowl. That does not count as chicken pot pie. This was horrible. Like, even just looking at this, it makes me sad. It makes me feel like I'm watching like a movie about oppression, about a group of people being marginalized for no reason. This is what this makes me think of. This makes me think of the inhumanities in the world, like all the times I've been betrayed in my life, every time someone's been kicked down. This is what this banquet has made me feel. I feel like a lesser person because I've indulged in this. I would like to know who the CEO's banquet is so I could write them a formal letter talking about my distrust in mankind now because of this chicken pot pie. Marie Candles Calendars is slowly becoming a name that I despise. It's slowly becoming a brand that I once would rejoice in this competition, but am now becoming more and more betrayed as I go on. Gravy was buttery, but it felt like the first time I ever had cum in my mouth. Unexpected, unwelcomed, and downright surprising. The vegetables were as hard, it was almost like eating a handful of pebbles, and the chicken itself was nowhere to be seen, once again buried underneath the salty, salty load that was the gravy. Really, this competition is between these two right here. Gordon Ramsay has done no wrong, and I would ask him to be the godfather of my children based off this competition. But I will say, I think that he's met his match with Country Kitchen chicken pot pie. Cartier Brown knows how to make a damn fine chicken pot pie. Honestly, this was pretty good. The gravy was great. It's gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the and I will not refuse to count this. This is embarrassing. It feels fat phobic to me, even though I don't really, fat phobia. As a fat man, I have my own qualms with it, but it was probably the most offensive thing to happen to fat people since the Nutty Professor. So do what you will with that. That's my chicken pot pie. We have to keep this rolling because I think it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning by the time this is done. Let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going.
Spaghetti.
You know what, Robert? Just do it. I don't care. I want to fucking die. Put the gun against my temple, Robert. Pull the fucking trigger. Come on, do it.
I don't know why I watch Everybody Loves Raymond. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on in this show. Oh, it's spaghetti time. God, I feel my hands shaking. The sodium is taking me. I'm gonna just kind of hopscotch this one. I'm not gonna go one way or the other. Everyone's had spaghetti before, so everyone knows what spaghetti should taste like. I'm gonna start with Marie Candles.
They have so much B-roll of shitty food.
Because I don't trust it. I've lost all faith in it. So let me see here. These are all cold. This one's not as bad, but they look, I mean, like, imagine sitting down at an Italian restaurant and this is what they give you. Smells really bad. I don't think we have any Gordon Ramsay ones left either, do we? Fuck. We have an Andrew Zimmerman one though, right? Zimmern? Is it another diarrhea bowl thing?
I think it's meatloaf.
He has a meatloaf one? Oh, dude. I just wanted to cut a piece of this meatloaf. I don't want to eat a whole ball. The thought of having another piece of TV dinner meat right now is making me want to fucking gag. My stomach is not setting right. Bon appetit. Hey, salut. I feel like my taste buds are betraying me. I don't know what's good or bad anymore. I'm in this state of existence that my body, I think, is just telling me to go fuck myself since I put so much TV dinners inside of it. Serving bowl made from plant-based fiber. That's nice. You think that looks like the picture at all? You don't? That's weird. Here's what I'm gonna do this time. This is how I'm gonna throw a wrench in the whole operation. I'm not gonna tell you what I think until the very end. Not a single word will be used to criticize or compliment any of these dishes. We've had a lot of good luck with Healthy Choice so far. This is so sad. Oh, I can't say. I will say that their bowl's made of plastic, and that's not very eco-friendly, is it, Nick? Healthy Choice didn't make the right choice, did they? Did they? All right, here we go. Oh my God. Please, God. I feel bad for whatever fucking mental deteriorating ape is buying these regularly and eating them consistently. I know there's gonna be a couple people who are like, what's the big fucking deal, dude? I eat these all the time. Salut. Stouffer's is next. Lean cuisine. And last but not least, banquet. Healthy choice. I didn't know pasta could have such a taste. The pasta with the meatballs, it kind of feels like drinking orange juice after brushing your teeth. It's harsh, it's unwelcoming, and it's simply just disappointing. Also, it comes in the most obnoxious fucking thick plastic bowl because you're supposed to mix your own sauce with it, which just feels like an extra step to having someone take a really solid turd and use it as lipstick on your mouth. That's how it feels. Stouffer's smells like eggs. Lean cuisine, one of the most offensive sauces I've ever had. Earlier we talked about ketchup and stuff. I didn't even realize that never came close to what this is. Legitimately, it feels like I did something wrong in my past life to deserve that kind of treatment. Marie candles, tastes like spaghetti. Banquet, meatballs were comparable to what I would assume if you cut a piece of someone's gum out of their mouth and tried to chew it, that's what I assumed that would taste like. The noodles tasted like noodles. So my scoring is dead last, lean cuisine. Following up, healthy choice. After that, eggs. After that, banquet,
Eggs.
and then Marie candles. So far, if you're doing a TV dinner and you're wanting to do anything Italian, I would just stick to like chicken parmesan, or I would just stick to the lasagna. The lasagna wasn't nearly as bad. The spaghetti, I think that it's like, because it's like a mac and cheese, where it's like kind of simple and easy, it's noodles and red sauce, or then you throw in a meatball in there that it's, you know, bada bing, bada boom. But something so simple can also go so fundamentally wrong. Versus the lasagna, at least some of them were at least edible. This is, I mean, it's an embarrassment. I think about all my brothers and sisters in Sicily, crying, weeping over what this competition has done to the great nation of Italy. As Mussolini once said, give me justice or give me TV dinners.
What did he get?
I think he got killed because he did a lot of war crimes, I'm pretty sure. Okay, on to the next one. I also want to say too, we're past the 3:30 mark. I don't know if that's gonna stay in. I want you to know that's what's happening. That's where we're at. The energy is starting to fade. The sodium has taken full control. My blood is no longer made of iron and oxygen. It's pure salt. That is who I am now. I am salt. If there's one meme to take away from this video, let it be, I am salt. How is my grandma not awake yet? Oh, God damn it. Grandma, did you make this meatloaf? Oh, everybody loves Raymond's over.
Thank God, Robert. I'm glad we can work out our differences. Alright, I'll see you next week, Robert. I love you, brother.
The last TV dinner, meatloaf, an American staple. Every time you ever watch a movie, what's the one thing that people complain about for dinner?
Brussels sprouts?
Meatloaf again? Every fucking time. I'm not a huge meatloaf guy. I mean, it's just ground beef, right? But some of this stuff, I mean, that looks like testicles. That looks like my testicles because I have testicular cancer, okay? We started off right to left, so that's how we're gonna end it. And let me tell you, I am not happy that in the final round I have to see Andrew Zimmern. This looks like the driest, most disgusting piece of shit. Beef meatloaf topped with ketchup, mashed potatoes, and peas. Hell yeah. God bless, dude. You know what? I'm praying that Andrew Zimmerman, I think he's gonna have a good one here. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything here. To the last round, everybody. Here we go. It's not bad. You know what I think it is? This does not have brown gravy. And it's just like a little bit of ketchup. It's fine. The meat is fine. The mashed potatoes are really good. The peas are tasty. And then I can smell the fucking Smart Ones meatloaf next to me with brown gravy. And I want to fucking hurl. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that no one's gonna beat this. Andrew, you might have made up for your fucking terrible macaroni, dude. Oh my God. I mean, what the fuck is this? Mashed potatoes smell pretty good, actually. What the fuck? Let me try some of these mashed potatoes first. Ooh, couldn't have been more wrong about that. Tastes like peanuts. It's disgusting. Is that what healthy potatoes taste like, or peanuts? That is horrible. It's like the sole of a shoe. Oh, God. It's spicy. Too much pepper. Are you fucking kidding me, Nick? Oh my God. Oh my God. Why does Marie fucking Callender's have every genre of food in the TV dinner game, dude? You know, I started this competition off really respecting them. Have I liked one since the macaroni and cheese? I don't think I have. We started this 8 hours ago. I'm not exaggerating. That's why we switched over from night to morning. Unbelievable. Get me out of this nightmare. Somebody get me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. Right?
Yeah.
So poetic, isn't it? To this experience we've had. The corn tastes like beans.
What?
I'm not even joking. I thought corn was like corn.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to mess up corn.
Corn's like super cheap too. They give this shit to like cows. I didn't know it was possible for a meatloaf to be, it looks like turkey, doesn't it? Potatoes are okay, I guess. It looks like turkey, and it doesn't taste like ground beef. It kind of just tastes like, you know in sci-fi movies, whenever they have like made up food and drinks and stuff, and they're always in like weird plastic cups and shit, like an Alien or Fifth Element? That's what I imagine like the on-set meat tastes like for those scenes. It's not like it's bad, but they're just like, if you eat it, it doesn't do anything, it just disappears. You can eat it all day, Bruce Willis. Sigourney Weaver. Stouffer's, once again, another brand. This is just, I mean, what is this? Why is also the brown gravy bleeding over into the edges over on this side? These two giant bull testicles are just drowning in a vat of caramelized brown gravy. Look how it's like bleeding over. Look at that, isn't that fucking disgusting? The brown gravy is just so bad, dude. Meat and potatoes, not bad. Brown gravy though, why do it? I can't really fault this one as much because I'm just simply not a brown gravy fan. The last one. I want to thank Ray Romano and his brother, whoever that actor is, the guy with the deep voice. The potatoes look nice and well seasoned. The meatloaf is hot. I can't tell if it's in brown gravy or if it's in a vat of like caramelized ketchup. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's brown gravy and ketchup. People's favorite. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm putting definitely way more mashed potatoes on this. Not the worst thing. Not the worst thing I've ever had. Honestly, what I'm finding is the lean cuisine, not bad. I think 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean cuisine comes in, man. Sometimes they slap. I have 0 life left. I have nothing to give. What have we learned here? The biggest thing I can tell you from me doing this is one, if you're in a financial pinch or you need something quick, easy to go, you need something microwavable for work, spend a couple extra dollars just to get the Gordon Ramsay stuff. The Gordon Ramsay stuff rules. Skip the Guy Fieri bullshit. Skip that guy, fuck him. I don't even know what the fuck he's from. I think someone said it was Bizarre Foods or some shit, I can't remember. If you're eating TV dinners, you're not losing weight. These are a scam. Any fat people who are out here who are just like, I think I'm gonna try it. It's frozen. It's gonna be riddled with salt. You're gonna have a heart attack anyway, so just enjoy the good stuff. Marie Callender's, I was told this is a restaurant like that to Perkins or something in America. Let me tell you something, stop. Enough of this. Just make the macaroni and that's it. Everything else is dog shit. Stouffer's, I kind of have to say the same thing, even though I'm pretty sure you're the Home Alone mac and cheese. I'm pretty sure. Everything else though, pretty dog shit. To be fair, these are like $2. So if that's all you can afford, beggars can't be complainers, you know what I'm saying? Lean cuisine, if I had to be like, if someone is holding a gun to my head and they said, we're gonna kill your fucking child unless you eat these health TV dinners, I would choose lean cuisine over anything. Lean cuisine, whatever, it's not bad. Unironically, if I was just like, you know what, I just need something quick for my job, whatever, just the Gordon Ramsay thing. It's like $6. $6, if you think about that, how many meals do you eat per day at a job, realistically? 1. You get 1 break, you work 5 days a week, 40 hours a week, 6 times 5, $30. $30 a week. My fat ass spends $30 on Subway, on DoorDash, for one thing. It's unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what was better. I'm not even a big lasagna guy. I thought the lasagna was delicious from Gordon Ramsay. I also thought the chicken was really good. The lemon chicken, that thing was fucking dynamo. The fucking mac and cheese was amazing. I mean, I really cannot recommend it enough. He also has like a bunch of like appetizer stuff. I didn't know Gordon Ramsay, his big thing was beef Wellington. So they have like bite-sized beef Wellingtons. I think they had crab cakes and cheese bites. Those were like the appetizers. They didn't really count as meals, so we didn't include them in this. So there you go. I wouldn't wish this on my enemy. I mean, I took very minimal bites. I've shit 4 times during the shoot. All liquid. I'm not proud to say it. That's just the reality of it. Could that be pre-existing dietary decisions I've made? Maybe. I'm just letting you know the outcome so far. Salt is running through me. I feel like I am that of the Salt Lake in Utah. That's what it feels like. I feel like I am made of salt. I am expelling salt. I am one with salt right now. I feel dehydrated. I've drank 6 bottles of water, pissing like a racehorse and shitting liquid like crazy. I don't feel good about it. That's just the scenario we're in. Any other thoughts? What do you think?
What was the absolute worst?
I mean, man, yeah, trying to think back. I need to reflect on some of my memories here. The absolute worst one may have been Banquet's chicken pot pie. That one was pretty foul. Andrew Zimmern, his macaroni and cheese with like onion. It had like onion and beef in it or something like that. That was fucking terrible. Both of the Guy Fieri things I ate, like really bad. The fucking pizza lasagna thing, it just tasted like pepperoni soup. It was like wet, but it felt like it was all like grease from the pepperoni, and the noodles didn't, they just tasted like pepperoni too, so it was just like a hodgepodge of pepperoni soup. Wasn't good. God, I mean, really anything by Banquet should be illegal. Those were probably the worst ones. I mean, all the ones where I tilted it over and I spilt the liquid out of it, that was a bad sign. I think one of them was the Salisbury steak I did, and it was like extremely dry. That kind of chemistry didn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. I would say you can't go wrong with chicken fried steak. I feel like that's easy. It's breaded, nice lean chicken. Meatloaf and Salisbury steak, I think that you're probably over the age of 60 if you order these. I don't know another demographic that they're not just peddling this to people who are in hospice. I could see some of these being a viable meal option if you're like on the go. If you're at home though, just fucking cook it yourself. It's gonna be way better. Even like the mac and cheese, I mean, just get your own noodles. Make your own mac and cheese. You know what I mean? You can make way more, way better. There's this great Matty Matheson video on YouTube where he tells you how to make your own mac and cheese at home. It's delicious. I did it twice with my wife. It's awesome. All in all, I gotta say this. TV dinners were made for the little guys. They were made for us average Joes out there. And you might look at me and you might say, you know what, Hunter, are you an average Joe? Are you one with the people like us, Hunter? And to that I have to say, I have a drunk grandma upstairs that needs my help. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask you to leave my home. I'm gonna go tend to her. Even though she's probably dead, she's been up there for like 8 hours. Thanks for watching. Grandma, I'm coming. Dusty old fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. Little self-insert here as well, just an edit. I just wanted everybody to know that we wasted a lot of food today. That's pretty fucking lame, I'm not gonna lie. So we did make a $1,000 donation to a local food shelter near me called Harvesters to kind of subsidize this because I did feel really bad. So just wanted to let you know that something positive did come from this video, and we hope that people will donate moving forward too. If you waste food, just try to fucking give back, I guess, you know what I mean? I don't know. Is that cool?
It's okay. You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
When they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
This is that's serious. You don't care about family. What I'm supposed to do?
Robert, you don't understand that you're just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association.
I don't know. Snitching on everybody. If I was gonna get charged, why did you make me stay?
I said I don't know.
My life is ruined.
When the bodies of 3 teenagers were discovered over a period of several days in the same neighborhood in Marion County, Florida, the police didn't know what to think. This would set the tone for the rest of the case, as the emerging suspects all seemed intent on blaming each other. The identity of the alleged perpetrator, along with the motive for the heartless murders, turned out to be more alarming than anyone wanted to believe. The police first learned that something was terribly wrong just before midnight on March 30th, 2023, when they received this 911 call.
There's a girl laying in front of my road and she's dying.
Okay, is she awake?
She's dying, I don't know. She's bleeding out of her head. She's gargling on her blood.
You need to turn her on her side so she doesn't choke, okay?
It doesn't matter what side? Like, on what side?
No, just turn her on her side so she doesn't choke on the blood, okay?
Oh, God.
Is she awake?
No.
Okay, is she breathing?
She's breathing. Do you know how far they are?
I don't have an ETA, but they are on the way, okay?
Deputies from the Marion County Sheriff's Department arrived moments before the ambulance. While paramedics rushed to try to save the victim, The deputies tried to get a grasp on the chaotic scene. Within 5 minutes of the ambulance arriving, the victim was on her way to the nearest hospital. The sheriff's department was left to pick apart the seemingly inexplicable scene.
She's not responsive? No, not responsive. No, there's no ID, no nothing. Young girl, older girl? Younger girl. Yeah, she was right there, and that's been moved. She was right there, right? Yeah. And there's blood everywhere. I was not expecting that. No. Well, I thought it was going to be BS, honestly. Yeah, I immediately thought she had got, like, hit by a car. And I seen the big, but I've never seen an exit wound in a head. Yeah. So I wasn't aware. Oh, yeah. She's laying down. It's all pulled out. I mean, it was.
And she was still breathing?
Rapid breathing.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Medic said she ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if she did, that's wild.
When police made contact with the 911 caller, they learned that he was just as confused about the situation as the deputies. He only became aware that something was amiss when he got a call from his neighbor across the street.
You didn't hear nothing at all?
She told me it sounded like someone crashed into my dumpster, and then there was like 2 shots.
The neighbor in question made her way over to talk to the deputies directly. Unfortunately, what she said only served to make the situation even more mysterious.
So, around what time did you hear? You said it sounded like a gun,
Yeah, it wasn't a loud gunshot. I would say about 20, 30 minutes ago. It wasn't a loud gunshot, but I heard about 4 or 5, and I kind of blew it off casually, and then I just looked out my window because I did think it was strange with it, how late it was, and I saw the car run into the dumpster. And once I seen the car run into the dumpster, I stepped out my door, and I seen a man run out of the car down the road towards my yard, and I yelled at him, "What the f*** are you doing?" And then I seen him run back towards the car, take a minute, and I was calling him because it was his dumpster, and I seen him skirt off into the neighborhood.
Did you see if anybody was in? Was it only one? Was there
I
several
only
people?
seen one person running, and it was a male. It had a male figure, had a hat on. I want to say he was like 5 foot, maybe, but it was only one dude running down the road.
This once again tracked with the evidence as police found several sets of footprints at the scene.
Did you hear the crash first, or did you hear what sounded like
I heard the gunshots first.
Where did you?
The deputies closed down the main entrances and exits to the Forest Lakes Park neighborhood, hoping to catch the alleged shooter as he attempted to flee. Unfortunately, the area was heavily wooded, with plenty of places to hide and lots of back roads. This made for a difficult search for police, and an easy getaway for the alleged perpetrator. Meanwhile, the hospital where the victim was being treated was able to provide some help in that regard. They identified the girl as 16-year-old Layla Silvernail. Her grandparents, who were her legal guardians, were understandably distraught. Detectives first made contact with her grandfather, Kenneth.
Layla was found, she was apparently with a gunshot wound, and she was taken to the hospital. So that's part of the reason why we came here, was to let you know about her status, but we also wanted to know any information that you had about who she was with yesterday, who she hanged out with.
What's she in the hospital for?
She had a gunshot wound.
Huh? She was shot. You're kidding.
No, that's what I told you when
This is what I've been trying to tell her. You're hanging around with a crew.
Kenneth hurried to the back of the house to get his wife, Lisa. Layla's grandmother only seemed to become more distressed when the detectives tried to ask her questions.
Lisa, come here. Lisa, have a seat right here.
Is my granddaughter okay? Will she be okay?
She's going to be at the hospital. I don't know anything. That's why
Lisa,
I'm the victim advocate, okay? I'm here for you. Have a seat for us. We need some information so we can find out who did this, okay?
I'd like to know, too.
We
will go and I will shoot their asses. Oh, no.
Listen.
Where was she shot at? Does anybody know anything?
She was shot in the head. Listen, that's all we have right now, okay?
Why is everyone watching most depressing, terrifying shit as casually as if it was The Office? I don't know.
The situation was actually more horrifying than Lisa knew.
I don't know, actually.
Early on
I don't
March
know.
31st, the morning after the shooting, the police stumbled upon the last thing they were expecting. Just blocks away from the crime scene where Layla was found, police discovered a second victim,
I'm gonna change the
also
floor
suffering
color.
from a gunshot wound. There was little doubt that the two cases were connected, which made the search for the shooter all the more urgent. Back with Layla's grandparents, the detectives desperately tried to find out who might have been with Layla that night. Since they'd already found 2 victims, they had to wonder if more of her friends were hurt, or in danger too.
Lisa, look at me. Who was she with yesterday?
She came here with, and I'm gonna tell you everything, because I don't like the people she hangs around with anyway.
Okay, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Lisa said Layla was almost always with her boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael Hodo. She also
Guys,
directed the police to Layla's best friend,
Virtual Warzone,
who might
same
have
old.
more information
Well,
about
you
her
know.
activities the day before the shooting. Another
I
name
always think
came
that's
up
weird,
too,
too.
and it was one police were already familiar with.
And then that runaway girl, Camille.
Okay.
She was with her too yesterday.
Camille Quarles, 16, had been reported as a runaway by her aunt and legal guardian several weeks prior. It was an open secret that she'd been staying with Layla at her grandparents' house, but no one had successfully brought her home yet. When police made contact with Camille's aunt, Amy, she was not shy about expressing her frustration with the investigation.
I did call it in this morning to ask somebody to go through there, and nobody has called me back. I've called 5 or 6 times a day since she's been gone.
Even worse, Amy's son was hearing all kinds of gossip about the case at school. People were saying Camille had also been shot. The names of the victims and the location of the crime was seemingly common knowledge. Disturbingly, police had not yet confirmed if Camille was involved. Also, they'd not yet released the names of the victims or the location, which meant whoever was spreading this information had to be involved.
And there was another body discovered this morning in that neighborhood.
Okay.
I want to know if it's my child.
Okay, the second person is not Camille. I can't identify who that person is, but it's not her.
The identity of the second victim only made the case more dire, especially in regards to Camille's safety. Frustratingly, the police were still in the dark about most of the lead up to the crime, up until they got in touch with Layla's best friend, Gabby. She was more forthcoming and told the detectives that she'd spent the day with Layla and her boyfriend, Michael Hodo, and several other teens who would soon become an integral part of the case.
Was there anybody else in the car other than you, Layla, anytime during the day?
So I spent fucking 2 hours, and this is how much I've done.
Second statement placing Camille at the scene of the crime.
Welcome to
but
The
disturbingly,
Sims.
there was still no sign of her. Prior to the shooting, Camille's aunt said she'd caught sight of her at the park once or twice and kept a close eye on her Instagram feed to see what she was up to. Since the night of the 30th, though, it had been radio silence. Back with the detectives, Layla's friend recounted their travels throughout the day and who else was with the group.
We went to Rob's. We went to I don't know if it's abandoned. Do you know what a trap house is?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently, this kid Rob, I don't know him personally, but they do.
Okay.
They're friends or whatever, and we went over there and we chilled over there.
Significantly, Gabby said that Layla had been the one driving all day, but the only sign of her vehicle, a white Chevy Cruze, was a tire track left at the crime scene. The police hoped that finding the vehicle would offer some insight into what happened the night Layla was shot.
Do you know his last name or anything else about Rob?
No, I don't really know if Rob is his real name or not, because I know some people know him as Reaper, Rob, and stuff like that.
Was anyone else there at the house besides the 3 of you and Rob?
Well, there was this kid 3-5, but I don't know his real name.
What's 3-5 look like?
I don't know. He's 12. He's a little kid.
12-year-old?
Detectives knew they needed to track down Rob and 3-5. They started with Rob, who they believed to be 17-year-old Robert Robinson, who was already incarcerated at a juvenile detention facility for a different offense. When detectives asked him about 3-5, he directed them to a boy named Christopher Atkins. Shockingly, Gabby was right. He was only 12 years old.
Jesus.
Since Chris and Rob were both minors, their mothers were asked to join them at the police station before any conversations took place. Chris's mother, Ashley, was the first to arrive.
I don't understand. What the hell is my son? If he being questioned, why the fuck I'm not in there? Which things are on? Where's my son?
He's in the other room right here.
They talking to him?
Not yet, no. They're all getting their stuff together.
It seems she wasn't convinced they weren't already questioning him, because Ashley did her best to hear what was going on in the other room. After almost 2 hours of waiting, she was finally escorted to the next room to join Chris, who was visibly trembling.
Hey, can I put this on her? Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Did you want another jacket? Okay. Are you sure? You look like you're cold. Let me get you.
You say you have 4 siblings? Okay. You guys get along okay in the house?
The detectives set about gradually breaking the ice with Chris, all the time appearing hyper-aware that he was only 12 years old. After taking all necessary precautions, like making both Chris and his mother aware of their rights, and establishing on record that Chris knew the difference between right and wrong, they finally got to the issue at hand.
So, Chris, what I'd like to start with talking to you about is, and like I said, I just want you to be honest with us. I'd like you to talk to me about last Thursday night.
First, we made some eat. Then we watched TV. Then I went to sleep for a little bit. And I heard something outside. I opened the door. There was nothing outside now. I think I went to sleep.
So I think what you just told me was what you probably had rehearsed in your mind several times to tell a police officer if you ever had to talk about that Thursday night. Because sitting here and talking to you with your mom here crying and knowing that you have these siblings, you're probably in sort of an embarrassing and shameful position. If you are sorry for what happened, repent for it and start from the very beginning and go to the very end without me having to pull it from you. Because somebody that I have to pull each individual action from, that tells me that they don't really want to say what they did wrong, that they don't feel bad for it.
Reaper down there has been super honest. He it took him a minute to get comfortable with me, and he's told me everything down to details that only he would know, and
that's involved in that nobody else would know.
Some of the details, he points finger at you.
17-year-old Rob, also known by the concerning moniker Reaper, was also being questioned. Just like Chris, Rob and his mom Erica were both advised of their Miranda rights before the interrogation commenced.
I'm trying to bring the best way to say this to you guys. We're investigating several different incidents that occurred over the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
One being a theft of side-by-side. One being the theft of, a burglary. We're investigating a robbery, and we're investigating a murder. Okay?
Murder.
Mm-hmm. So,
The first ones you named is believable. The last one you named is not. You don't have the heart to keep it up. I know that for a fact.
okay. What'd you do on Thursday all day?
I mean, I was home all day. Like, I was home all Thursday.
Okay, who were you with? Did anybody come over? Did we hang out with anybody?
At
Did
like
you
1
go
o'clock.
anywhere with anybody?
I didn't go no. Came over at like 1 o'clock.
What'd you guys do then?
We was chilling. Literally, like we were just chilling.
Okay. Was anybody with someone at the time? How did he get to your house? Things like that?
Supposed to drove to my house. It was him, Landon, Layla, and there was another girl with them. I don't know her name.
Sosa was a nickname that Layla's boyfriend, 17-year-old Michael, used. Michael's father had last seen him about 6:30 last night, around the same time Gabby said she parted ways with the group. Landon was another local boy who police determined didn't know anything that would aid the investigation. As for the unnamed girl, the police likely wondered if she could be the missing Camille and why she hadn't been seen or heard from since.
Did you go anywhere after 6:30, Rob?
Oh, why do y'all keep asking
Okay.
that?
I just
We
want
keep
to
asking because we've been working on our investigations
What
for
do
several
y'all
days.
think happened, bro? I'm telling you,
You understand?
in the
You
house
understand?
that
Rob.
night. Like I only seen Sosa one time that day.
Rob, we know you were out of the house after 6:30. Okay? We know you were with around 7 o'clock p.m.
Thanks to CCTV footage, police believed that Rob, along with others in the friend group, had been involved in the theft of a vehicle and an armed robbery that night. As serious as these crimes were, they paled in comparison to what police believed happened later. Back in the room with Chris, his mother tried to make him understand the severity of the situation.
Well, you need to tell. If you ain't,
now's the time.
Now's the whole story. You know you left out of the house Thursday when I told you not to, and you finna speak. You better talk right now.
And Reaper's already told us what the plan was that night. So there's, I mean, we know what the original plan was. We're asking you now to be honest, and to come forth and tell us what happened and why it happened.
He knocked on the window.
When you say he, I never want to guess. Who's he?
Reaper, aka Rob, took a lot of convincing before he opened up.
Rob, right now you're protecting KTM and your buddies. You need to think about protecting yourself.
The disturbing meaning behind KTM will be revealed in due time. For now, the fact that the police knew about the mysterious phrase was enough to get Rob talking, albeit reluctantly.
Was that the else?
When you saw, when you were with, who was with y'all?
It was me. 3-5. Layla was there. And that was it.
The police knew by now that there were more people at the house than just Chris, Rob, Michael, and Layla.
Did you go anywhere with them that night?
No, I ain't go nowhere with them. I just told you. I went, I swear to God, was at the house. They said they was finna leave. I went back home. Actually, Mom, I didn't come in until like late. I didn't come in until after 7 anyways.
You don't know what time you came home. Now,
but they talking about what now? Mulaka at 7:10.
What I'm saying is, you don't know what time you came home because you defy your curfew so much. You don't know what time you came in. It might have been 8 o'clock. It might have been 7:30. It might have, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know. What I'm saying is, if you know something that they're trying to get out of you, I don't give a who your friends are, who you trying to protect. I gotta get to work. And I'm sick of dealing with this jail. Could you choose to have friends? You need to be honest.
Unfortunately for Rob, the police already knew that he was still holding back the dark details of what he got up to that night.
What about his cell phone? Do you own that phone?
Yeah, I own that phone. So do you all want permission to check the location?
That
on
would
that
be
phone?
great, yeah.
No.
That would be great.
What do you mean, no?
Oh, they can check my phone. They might find
They're not
something else in
looking.
it.
They're not looking in your phone for anything else.
So you're certain that your phone GPS will keep you at your house that night?
Are you? Are you? So we gon' no.
I can just tell you, I really don't know nothing about no murder. That is the truth. I don't know nothing about no murder, and I was not there with no murder.
That's not what they asked, though. That's not what they asked. What they asked was, when they pull this GPS, will it show that you were at home in your bed, or will it show that you were somewhere else? That's the question that was asked. You don't know?
I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I'm telling you stuff.
They want you to
telling me I'm lying, and I'm telling them the truth. And you're sitting there going with them. Why are you believing them? They're not your son. Stop believing them. Oh, no, I was not there. Like,
I didn't say
I was not there.
I didn't say you were there. First and foremost.
You're sitting there just believing everything you're saying.
No, first and foremost, you lie so much, I don't know what to believe what comes out your mouth. You didn't burn the bridge that's been gone. Let's get that understood.
Like, I was like,
but what I'm saying is, you so quick to want to protect people, and let me finish.
Protecting.
You so quick to want to protect people, don't want to snitch, want to be cool this and cool that, and not be known as a is in the paperwork and all of this, that you're willing to sit here and go down for murder that I know you didn't do. I know for a fact that you didn't do it. But you're going to be guilty by association because you don't want to tell who the did it. That's the problem.
nobody. I did not kill nobody. I did not kill nobody.
Did somebody you know do it?
Like, what the? No, I don't know nothing about no murder. I don't know nothing about no murder.
And if you lying, you standing on this island by yourself. Because if you got something to tell these people, because they have a way to tell if you're lying.
The best way to tell if Rob was lying was Chris, who was still in the room next door. He was sharing a bit more than Rob, and some key differences in their statements stood out already.
What do you think he's going to tell us, Robert?
He's not going to, with me, I swear to God, he's not going to, I didn't do anything. I promise you I didn't do anything. Who did?
I don't understand why you keep lying. And then you go back.
It's going to be a snitch. And they're going to kill me.
Matter.
Kill me. It don't matter. That is a snitch and I will die. This is not no joke. You would die. Like, you would die for snitching out here. People die for that. Real talk. Mama, people get popped and killed for snitching.
We're talking about life sentences here.
Right. And this is like really just listen. Your actions and the people you choose to hang with and all of this
I didn't kill anyone.
Is slowly killing me. I should just pause. Let me talk. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I just took a promotion. I can't keep missing work over that you are doing or the people you hang with or just any of that. Like, I don't know if you know or not, but they threatening me with contempt of court because I don't come to none of your court stuff for the other that you got going on. I make sure you get there, but I cannot keep missing work. And you sitting here in my face telling me that you don't want to snitch because your life is they gonna kill you. Pause. You don't know, mama. It wasn't me. I didn't say that. Nobody. They trying to give me a license. I didn't say that you killed anyone. Robert, you don't understand that you just as guilty if you know who did it and you're not saying nothing. That's guilty by association. Like, what part of that is shocking for you? No. If you know who killed these kids, then you need to tell him.
Some part of this tirade must have made an impression, because at long last, Rob shared his version of events.
Taj killed all three of them.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Were you there?
The whole story?
Were you there?
The whole story.
Let him talk.
I say the whole story.
Tell me the whole story.
Rob just mentioned 3 victims, but the detectives had so far only asked him about 2.
Oof.
Not only did this grab their attention, but they likely suspected that the Taj that Rob mentioned was 16-year-old Taj Bruton, with whom they were already acquainted due to previous cases. Unfortunately, this didn't mean they knew where to find him. Several weeks earlier, Taj cut off his ankle monitor and went on the run. The detectives would focus on this after they got more of the story from Chris, who picked up the story after he said Rob, aka Reaper, knocked on his window.
Okay, Reaper knocks on the window. He knocks on the window. He said, "Come on, we finna go see some girls or something." Then we went out. And this girl and the boy picked us up. I don't know what. This girl and the boy. Describe.
From Rob's statement, the police believe this had to be Michael and Layla. He made no mention of Camille, however, even when he explained where everyone was sitting in Layla's car. The seating arrangement would be crucial later. Layla was driving, Michael was in the passenger seat, while Chris and Rob were in the back seat. But they weren't alone.
Then somebody came in the car. I don't know his name. It was like somebody in all black.
Okay. And how does this person look? I know you said he's wearing dark colored clothes, right? I heard you say that.
Ski mask on too.
I'm telling you what, if somebody got in the car wearing a ski mask, I'd be like, what is going on?
But that didn't appear to be Chris's response, and the detectives likely had a horrible inkling as to why.
Yeah, I looked at Rob. I was like, I thought we were going to see some girls. He's like, we had. I was like, oh, all right. And then we kept driving then.
Throughout his interrogation, Chris would only refer to the man in the ski mask as the X-Man. Luckily, Rob had already revealed the identity of their companion.
We could pick up Taj. As soon as Taj came out, that was the first thing he told me, like, we knocking on. We knocking on. I was like, nah, but I ain't even trying to do all that.
It took a little more persuading, but Rob eventually told the police that they could find Taj at his girlfriend's house. They picked him up and brought him to the station after they finished talking to Chris and Rob. But instead of clearing up the questions detectives had, Taj made everything more confusing. He said everything was Rob's idea.
I'm sitting right next to him, and he whispered in my ear, he was like, bro, I'm finna rob these tonight, bro. I look at him like, what you mean you finna rob these tonight? He's like, bro, so saying Layla, bro, they got a pound of weed, they got some money, bro, and if they don't go for it, I'm gonna kill them. That's exactly how he said. At this point, I'm frantic if I can't, if I tell Sosa, right, Rob's sitting right next to me, so therefore he's gonna shoot me. So I'm sitting here, I'm scared as hell, so I'm like, I ain't got no choice but to just sit here and just, it is what it is.
Rob told detectives that it was the other way around.
It was so random, he just said he wanted to knock him off. I'm not thinking he's serious though, at the time when he first said it, if you would have seen his face, he was laughing, if I would have really thought he was finna kill, I wouldn't have got back in that car. I would have stayed right there and called my mom and be like, can you come get me? I didn't think he was serious until when the car started slowing down and I seen him up the gun.
Rob said that Taj did this because he wanted to take Michael's firearm. Over in Chris's interrogation room, his story aligned with Rob's, for now.
What triggered him to just start shooting? I'm trying to figure out. Is something in between that you're not saying?
Because I think the person that, the white guy, I think they said he had a lot of money or something.
Oh, so it was set up as a robbery. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So they were setting up to rob the man.
Did Reaper mention that to you, that something was going to be set up or anything?
He didn't even know. All I heard was pound, and I thought somebody was shooting at us, so I hopped out the car, ran.
I'm looking. Boom! Boom!
Once again, Taj's version was a little different.
3-5 shot at Sosa. Boom. Layla got shot by Rob because that was diagonal. It was crazy.
Just like that. It took 2 shots. It wasn't no more than that. It took 2 shots to kill both of them.
The police knew at least part of this was true. Who shot who was yet to be determined. But tragically, they'd confirmed the second victim as Layla's boyfriend, Michael Hodo. He was in the grass by the side of the road, just blocks away from Layla. He was deceased when police found him. Michael's father had a heartbreaking reaction when he found out that his son would not be coming home.
My son's dead, isn't he?
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
No! No! Oh my God! No!
Can they come back out here and help?
We have to talk. We have to find this out. Who's to find this? This is to go find out who did this to Sam.
I'll find him when I go and kill him. Oh my God.
While Michael's family reeled from the devastating news, Chris continued with his upsetting story about Michael's final moments.
And you said he shot this white guy first?
Yeah, the white guy was sitting like this, and
where'd he shoot him at?
Right here.
And the gun was pressed up against his head? Is that what you're?
I think it was
Okay. And then, what about the white girl that's driving? Tell me about that.
He turned the gun and shot her.
Where'd he shoot her at? And
I don't know.
Rob agreed, which would soon become increasingly rare.
Where did he shoot Layla? No, I think it was headshots.
On the other hand, Taj put the blame back on his 2 companions.
I know he shot Sosa in the back of the head. I seen that happen. I seen Rob try to shoot her, right? And when he tried to shoot her, he shot her, and then his gun didn't go off, so he reloaded it again and shot her.
All contradictions temporarily aside, Chris added another disturbing detail.
Did he see it coming?
No, it was to the back of his head.
Okay. Did he have any time to defend himself?
No, but Taj just upped him and shot him in the head.
At this point, police were still searching Forest Lakes Park for evidence. Now that they knew the shooting had occurred in Layla's car, it was more important than ever to find the vehicle. Most of all, though, they were looking for any sign of Camille. They hoped to find her alive, but the police were likely aware that, like Layla, she could be seriously injured and in need of medical attention. If that was the case, every passing moment decreased her chance of survival. For the time being, though, her family was left in an exhausting state of limbo. The situation was made infinitely worse by rumors that Camille had been caught up in the shooting. Frustratingly, the police still had no concrete answers for her family. They had to hope that Chris, Rob, and Taj would ultimately provide an explanation. They got even closer when Chris continued with more of the story, but once again, the details started to get shaky.
Was the car driving whenever they got shot?
No, it was just like, it stopped, and then like it kept going. Like when I hopped out the car, it kept going with it.
Where did the car keep going when it kept going?
Like to a dumpster.
Did you get back in the car?
Yeah, I got back.
I mean, did you want to get back in the car, or did you not? No, you didn't want to. Okay, what made you get back in that car? Explain to me that.
Because he had a gun, I thought he was going to get to shoot at me. Because if I was just with him and if I was just with him, he just killed somebody, and he probably would kill me too because he think I was a snitch.
On the contrary, Rob said that he was the one who jumped out of the car.
When he shot Layla, I got out the car because the blood started dripping. I ain't wanted to get on me.
Taj claimed the same thing.
I get out of the car, they still shooting because it was like 4 to 6 shots. I don't know exactly how many shots it was, but it was a couple shots, bro. So at this point, we hear this lady. This lady's over there like, I'm running, I'm trying to hide in the forest. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm trying to call Spring, everything. So this lady, hey, what's going on over there? He sees me, or I guess he ran back over there, Rob run over him. He was like, hey, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, I'm gonna just do what he tell me to do. I just want to go home. So
the only thing that this established was that at least one of the boys had gotten out of the car. But this wasn't news, as the woman who saw the car hit the dumpster also told police that she saw a male figure running around shortly after she heard gunshots and saw the crash. The detectives decided not to challenge the boys on this front for now, and pushed for the truth on more important matters instead. They started with Rob.
What happened to Layla? Where did they...
I don't know. Taj threw Layla out the car and hopped in the driver's seat and started driving.
Rob said Taj repeated the process a short time later.
Taj pulled body out the car, patted him down the mechanic. He grabbed the mechanic, got back in the driver's seat, and he drove off.
Was that next to Layla where she was pulled out?
No, it was in a different spot.
This made sense to police because the second crime scene, where Michael's body was found, didn't have much blood. There were, however, what appeared to be drag marks leading from the road towards the brush where the body lay.
Did you help take...
I ain't touch nobody. I ain't touch a body. I ain't touch nothing. I swear to God, I ain't touch nothing. Once they was dead, I said, take me home, man. Take me home.
Yet Taj said that wasn't how it happened.
Rob drives. He pulled Layla out of the car. That's why she got left by the dumpster. He starts driving. He's driving. We go around the corner. He goes over to Sosa. It's Sosa. Sosa had, I think, in his somewhere on him. So he pulled Sosa out of the car. He just dragged him over in some woods or something.
And were you driving the car?
No, I was not driving the car. Yeah.
The detectives asked Chris similar questions.
Did you pull her out of the car?
What is Rob doing during all this?
He was sitting in the back.
What's he saying?
Like he was like, oh, he was like, go.
And what happened next?
Yeah. And he drove all the way out there on the wall. And he tried to put a thing in the river, but I think got stuck or something.
What thing are you talking about? The car. Okay.
Once again, the detectives already had information that would let them know if one of the boys was lying. The search of Forest Lakes Park had finally paid off, leading police to another grisly and tragic discovery. Taj picked up the story again to tell his version of what they did with Layla's car.
We get over here to this lake. It's dark as hell. 3-5 get out of the car. He got out of the car. Rob tells him, hey, start wiping everything down. So he started wiping everything down. He's wiping everything down. The door handles everything. He's wiping everything down. So after he started wiping everything down, Rob takes Layla's phone or Aunt Sosa's phone or whoever phones he found in that bit. Threw him in the lake. Throw him in the lake.
The lake in question turned out to be 5.5 miles or 8.8 kilometers outside Forest Lakes Park. But police had no question that this was the scene they were looking for. When they dredged the lake, they recovered the 2 phones from the water, which were determined to be Michael and Layla's. But this wasn't the only evidence they found. Taj attempted to explain what was found as he continued his story, starring Rob as the mastermind of the crime.
He tell 3-5, get in the car, drive the car into the lake. For whatever reason.
When the detectives asked Chris, though, he said he was nowhere near the car at that point.
Were you in the car when it was going in the river, or?
No, I was trying to run back to my house.
You were out of the car. What was Rob doing?
I don't know. I left. I was running back to my house.
What did he say he did with the car after that then?
I didn't ask all of that. I didn't ask that.
What about the guns that were used?
I don't know where those are either.
Oh, it's barely in the lake. Okay. Like when he drive, it might be the 2 front tires in the lake. It might be a little bit more in the hood, but the back of the car, all that is still out of the lake.
That was exactly how the police discovered the car. What they found inside was more gruesome than they had ever anticipated. Back with Chris, he continued his tale.
Describe to me the clothes that you were wearing that night when all these bad things happened. What happened to them?
They wanted us to burn.
Who wanted you to burn them? Did you have blood or something on them?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't think so.
Like Detective Bender said, we processed that car front to back, top to bottom, bottom to top 3 times. 3 days worth of actual forensic work, several forensic people. I don't think you could have sat anywhere in that car and not got blood on you.
I think it was something in my shoe.
I'm standing over here scared as I think it's blood all over me, but it's dark, so I don't know. But I think it's blood all over me.
Rob said burning the clothes was all Taj. Taj, of course, said it was Rob. Regardless of who had the idea, the police found the remains of clothing in a burn pile in the forest, including pieces of shoes, sweatpants, and sweatshirts. However, this was not the only clothing item the police discovered intact. Chris's shoes, which he described as Nike slides, were found discarded in the bushes, and a single glove was found near Michael's body. Another was found near the lake. The police asked Taj about this.
So were you wearing gloves at this time?
Yes, I was wearing gloves, because like I said, I was supposed to go pee.
And what about Rob?
Rob was wearing gloves too. Yes, Rob was wearing gloves.
Taj revealed that the original plan was for the group to go car hopping that night, which was why he was wearing gloves and a ski mask. But police had to wonder if there was a far darker reason the boys brought these items. For now, the detectives wrapped up the conversation with Rob.
Do you feel a little better now that you were honest? Did you need to get that off your chest?
Worse. Now I feel like I just snitched on everybody and
The detective stepped out, but little did Rob know that his night at the police station was far from over. There was a lot more that he needed to fess up to, but for now, he was left alone with his mother.
Charge you. Because you were there and you didn't come forward.
did come forward.
I'm talking about when it happened.
I just talked about everything.
I'm just letting you know, Rob. You don't understand.
I'm gonna get charged for murder. Mama, what was the point of me snitching on everybody if I was gonna get charged? Why did you make me snitch?
I said I don't know.
Alright. What's the point of snitching?
We're gonna ask you to step out now.
Hey, Mama. Wait, hey, is my mama still here?
Yeah, she's still
Wait, Mama.
Talk to me. Give me.
Okay,
she's talking with someone.
Can you see if they do charge me? Can you see if she can give me a lawyer? I didn't kill anybody.
Hey, relax.
Can you ask her, please?
Rob waited, asking the detective stationed at the door several times to bring his mother back, but she had left to go back to work. Before she did, she informed police that she did not want Rob answering any more questions without a lawyer present. Rob was not on board with this plan.
Is my mama still here? Hold on. How can I get charged for murder?
Listen.
Can you explain it to me?
Hold on. We got it. We're taking your DNA, okay?
While the police took Rob's DNA, fingerprints, and photos, he continued to ask them how it was possible that he would be charged with murder.
Listen, can I tell you the situation, please?
I heard it. Listen. Let them do their thing. Your mama's not here yet. We can't talk to you.
She's close?
I don't know how far she got, but she is on her way.
Rob's interrogation might have been on pause, but the conversation with Chris remained in full swing. The questions he faced were about to get a whole lot harder.
They executed a search warrant on the house, which they did collect some things, and I'd like to talk to you about those things too. But because you Because it looked like a surprise on that?
Yeah, like what was in my house that got to do with this homicide? And
I will, and I'm going to tell you about that because, like I said, I'm not going to leave anything out.
It's, I can tell you it's pretty damning. I guess I would use that word.
So, are you serious?
Do you own any firearms, ma'am? Does anyone in your home own a firearm? Okay, because I'm pretty sure they found 1 or 2 firearms in the house. And I'm sure you guys have watched CSI, right? We can take a firearm, we can shoot it. That round that you shoot, we can take, and we can put it into a computer
and tell you who
can actually compare it to other fired casings, like the shell from the bullet. How?
You told me who the guns from.
Why would you hold guns from when you know something that dumb just happened? That was stupid.
When Reaper gave you these, you think that they're going to be related to this?
I think so.
Describe to me why you think that.
Because he said, put these up, make sure your mama don't find them.
Okay. And the gun that you saw X-Man use, was it either one of those 2 guns?
I think it was black.
Meanwhile, Rob continued to wait.
Didn't kill anybody. I don't want to be charged with murder. I do not want to be charged with murder.
Eventually, the detectives did come back to speak with him, since he was insistent on saying more, even though his mother did not return to the station.
All right, so, you know, I explained to you what your mom said on the phone, right? She didn't want us to ask you any more questions while you're present. You reapproached me a couple times, and you said that you wanted to discuss some stuff further, right? I just want to make sure that we're clear that you don't have to answer our question. You don't have to talk to us at this point. But you've stated to me that it's my case. I want to talk to you. Yes.
Because Rob's mom was no longer present, they read him his Miranda rights again. Right off the bat, he admitted to additional involvement.
Taj told me to help him pull the body out of the trunk and throw it in the lake. He grabs it. He's trying to pull a leg. He was like, "Bruh, it's heavy. I need help." So I grabbed one leg. I tried to help. I was like, "Bruh, it's too heavy. I don't want to do this." Put the thing down. Left the girl in the trunk. Because I told him I didn't want to help him. Like.
Rob went on to tell a long, rambling tale about selling his gun the day before the crimes took place. The detectives hear him out before dropping a bombshell.
So that's an issue because we have that gun now.
No, that's not.
It was at 3-5's house. You said you sold it.
I did. That's not my gun. That one's not mine. That's not
the
my
same
gun.
In addition to this, the police strongly suspected Rob had stolen the firearm.
You may tell the truth that you didn't pull a trigger, but you knew this was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen.
I did not know this.
The detectives had a similar exchange with Taj.
We've sent some of the casings off to be examined already. It's not back, I'll tell you that. Otherwise, we would probably be having this conversation. That those casings aren't going to come back, like he said, to a 3rd gun.
To a 3rd gun, they shouldn't.
Multiple casings were found at all 3 crime scenes, but especially near the car at the lake. Even if the boys weren't budging on the issue of who shot who, lab tests would reveal the truth in due time. In the meantime, the detectives brought up something 2 of the boys in particular were probably dreading.
Let's talk about the trunk. Trunk of that car.
Looking at the trunk.
There's another part that we haven't talked about.
Trunk?
Mm-hmm.
It was a girl in the trunk. And he told me to open the trunk, and he shot her.
Where did he tell you to open the trunk from?
He told me to open the trunk from the inside, like the inside.
Okay.
And whenever you pulled that open, tell me about what you saw in there.
All I seen was luggage, and then he said move, and then he shot.
Okay. You said all you saw was luggage?
Luggage and it was like a girl.
And what part of her body could you see? Could you see her feet, or hair, her hand? Describing
I seen hair.
I did not even know it was another person in the trunk at all.
Okay. So you just riding around and she just in there?
Yeah. I mean, we rode around like that before, though.
Just because there ain't no room for all the people?
Just because there ain't no room for all the people.
When you go to open up that seat, what were you thinking in your head?
Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. Like, I was confused. I was like, yo, like, I was thinking like there's a person back here.
Did this person say something? Describe to me what you heard. What you heard whenever you opened that seat up. What noises?
All I heard was somebody tell me to watch out, and I heard gunshot, 2 gunshots.
Tragically, the third victim was determined to be none other than Camille. Her body was discovered 2 days after Layla was found on April 1st. Like Chris said, she'd been shot twice. The location of her wounds indicated that her death had been no accident. It was highly unlikely that Camille had been shot once in the back and once in the head by chance. As soon as she was identified, law enforcement made contact with her aunt, Amy, for a difficult conversation.
So you probably know why we're here, where we've been investigating the incident that happened Friday involving Layla and the other individual that was found deceased.
You know, it took us a little while because we couldn't positively identify her, so it took us a little while. But, you know, we're certain that it's Camille that is now deceased.
Probably to detectives' surprise, Amy remained stoic. As it turned out, she already knew Camille was deceased.
The grandpa of Layla actually came to my house when I found your card, telling me that Camille was deceased and how are you doing is what he told me. They were talking about it at the hospital that Camille was deceased already. I had a mother call me at midnight last night that, oh yeah, my phone has not stopped.
While Amy tried to come to terms with the loss of her niece, the detectives at the police station asked Chris more about the specifics of Camille's murder.
What happened after he shot her?
He closed it, and we left.
How many times did he shoot her?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna.
I think once, twice.
Well, what is it? One twice. Twice? Okay. Do you know what part of her body he shot her?
No, when I opened it, he go empty, so I looked away.
As if this wasn't horrific enough, Taj put forth an even more disturbing version of events. Predictably, he insisted he was not the shooter. The culprit he named was spine-chilling.
Who folds the seat down?
3-5, because he was on the side, so he hops out of the car, right? He get out of the car, flip the seat down, boom, hit her once. So he shot her.
Where did he shoot her?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't see exactly where he shot her at all. And then she's not dead yet. So Rob sees that and he shoots her to make sure she's dead. So Layla got 1 headshot and then Camille got 2 because she wasn't dead yet.
For once, Rob agreed with Taj, at least partially. Before his mom left the police station, he told this to the police.
It was 3-5 that did that. 3-5 dropped the seat and shot the girl, and he shot her in the head. And then Taj like, shoot the in the back, shoot the in the back. 3-5 dropped the back seat and he shot the girl. She was still alive. He's like, finish her. So he shot it again.
3-5, police knew, was Chris's street name. Still, something wasn't quite right. After getting this far, the police were not willing to accept anything short of the full truth.
Now, Reaper, Rob, there's a lot of similarities that are overlapping here, but there's definitely a discrepancy that Rob told us about what happened to the person in the trunk.
They're trying to make him the shooter, right? Yeah, that's what y'all leaving out. I mean, be honest. Be honest. We being all being honest here. Just be honest. Is he the shooter? That's what they're saying. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do is just say that. I mean, stop going around it.
I can tell you that he is not. You, Chris, are not being blamed for those people in the front seat.
In the back seat is what the trunk is the one that
we have some issues with the trunk.
I'm gonna keep it real about.
Tell us. Be honest, baby. It's okay.
Because you're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better once you talk about what is.
He's tell me. Say it. Just say it.
He said, if I ain't do it, you gonna kill everybody I know.
So tell us what you did.
He said you gonna kill everybody I know.
Yeah. Who made you do it? Who is it?
Rob.
Rob made you do it?
Yeah.
He said he gonna kill everybody you know. Well, who was the X-Man?
I don't know who that is.
Now, did you?
Just calm down.
Yet again, Rob said something different. Before his mom left the station, he had shared this information.
Taj made him kill the person, or he was gonna kill 3-5.
Is that what he said? He told it?
He told 3-5, if you don't kill this girl, I'm gonna shoot you in your head.
Let's go on here. He said that he was going to kill. He would kill everybody you know, and he did fire a gun. Tell me about what you did.
I think I shot the girl. I don't know where it was, but and then he came up and shot her too.
Okay.
Who?
Rob.
Okay. So when you shot her, what gun did you use when you shot her?
The ex dude gave me the Scott.
If Chris used Taj's firearm, that would explain why they only found 2 weapons during the search warrant. This brought up another question, though, which the detectives had addressed
I don't
with
know how far
Rob
you were.
and his mom.
A lot of
So
interrogation
that's
stuff.
That's my concern here, is that you said that
What's up,
Taj
Nick?
was pretty much orchestrated this and was concerned that 3-5 would snitch on him. So he made him
3-5 do that.
But you saying that he was completely fine with you not taking any part of that?
Yes, with me, he just told me, if you snitch, cut, I'm gonna kill you.
With his mom there, Rob insisted that he was innocent. Now that she was gone, though, the police hoped he might be more forthcoming.
I honestly don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. I know Taj, I've dealt with him, and I've dealt with you. And there's a reason I wanted to talk to you. Because I don't think you're that dude. I don't think you're a cold-blooded killer. Taj, I don't know
This
anything
taking a
about
second to
55,
save
never
is
mind.
making me nervous.
But I'm telling you that when the evidence says that you were there
No
and
rising
that you shot
cards.
someone,
Okay. Oh, I'm
there
I
is
think it's
no
gonna crash.
explaining that.
Evidence is gonna tell you that I'm there, but all I can tell you is that I didn't shoot nobody.
Did you shoot Layla?
No.
Because I got information that somebody that was in their car had a thing for Layla, and he couldn't do it. So somebody else did it.
No.
Okay?
No, that's not true.
Your brother's talking.
It's not.
Is there any reason why
Thanks,
he would be
G-Man.
telling people that you shot one of those people if you didn't do it?
Police likely used this as a tactic
I don't
to get
want.
Rob to
I don't want
talk
to
and
click
hopefully
anything.
reveal
Oh
the
no.
truth.
I think
Perhaps
it
this was how
crashed.
Amy knew Camille was deceased before the detectives contacted her. In Chris's interrogation
I don't know how
room, his
far
mother
along I
struggled
was.
to come to terms with what he'd done.
You shot somebody that's dead, boy. What the No, this is a homicide. This is 3 people. Man, this is some that's serious.
Autosaves. This is The Sims. This shit doesn't autosave.
Well, that's what we were trying to tell you from the beginning.
Chris, take a deep breath.
Just
Take a deep breath. Now listen to
I
me.
think I lost it.
When you say that someone threatens your family and threatens you, I need to put it in the report. Take a deep breath.
Well, it's still just loading.
What am I supposed to do?
Chris's mom didn't have an answer to that. She asked one of the detectives if she could step out for a moment to compose herself.
Well, it still just says saving. So what I'm gonna do is leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna pause the video. Continue tomorrow. And I'm just gonna go to bed and leave it like that and hope it's fine. What's the video name? I'll send it to you. But it's still just saving. I hope it loads. But I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna call it. So I go to bed. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm just playing The Sims for like 3 hours. Thank you so much for all the support as of lately. I appreciate it. All of the follow, subs, donos, and biddies means so much to me. I will more likely than not continue stream tomorrow. If I'm invested in The Sims, might be in The Sims. I don't know. But I got some questionable mods, so it's not exactly stream friendly. But yeah. So I will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow with some new games. You know exactly what mods I'm talking about, Nick. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow with some more games, and hopefully I'll see ya then. Bye. Good night.
Ay, I'm who every nigga wife feel. Thick thigh nightmare. I'm the